Ooh,
Okay,
got him.
so we are here with Jacknightamer slash what else? Raven Nut.
I have a few tags. There's Raven Nut on quite a few accounts. There's Jacknightamer. Those are probably the main ones, I'd say.
Yeah, definitely.
hmm
Gotta act like it's the Guru podcast and just like definitely to everything.
Oh yeah.
Okay, now I gotta ask. I'm gonna ask
When you
this.
prefer.
I'm gonna ask this right off the bat. All right. Will I be getting a Jacknightamer shout out after this, or are you gonna pull a Guru and be all like, maybe if we work on something?
Oh yeah. Give you a thick shout out on twitch.tv
All right.
slash Jacknightamer. Is my Twitch Raven Nut or Jacknightamer? That's a good question actually. I think it's
Well, I
Raven
didn't ask
Chasm.
it, so it's not a good one.
Nah.
I should probably tell my dad I'm recording, so that he doesn't end up blasting music and coming down here talking about laundry.
Yeah, Ravengasm's the Twitch.
So you got multiple. All of them are about me for some reason.
I think
Interesting.
I think Raven Nut's a shitpost though on here.
All right. So I might be wrong here, but from my memory, you firmly believe that nothing lives up to the hype.
Majority of things, I feel like. Yeah, I would say majority of things don't live up to the hype. Like there can be things that like match the hype, but like. I
Well,
wouldn't
that's
say
living
that-
up to it.
Well, yeah. I guess there's like because a lot of things get like. I guess that's kind of okay. Let me reword this. I think anything that's like really hyped up doesn't live up to it. If it's like something like I think a good example is like Rogue One wasn't hyped up a lot. Nobody really had like big expectations for Rogue One, and when Rogue One was really good, people it, like exceeded expectations. But like I would say things like the last two Star Wars movies, like they at least for me didn't like they never live up to the hype, and like a lot of like the really big things I should say never live up to the hype.
You think Destiny 2 lived up to the hype?
I would say for a as far as like when it comes to like the campaign and like keeping like your average like consumer entertained, it did a pretty good job. But when it came to like the people who played the raids religiously and like if you were like me and you put like a lot of hours into the game and you put like you were on running your nightfalls every Tuesday, you like every reset you were like on the grind, like the late game content wasn't nearly as good as it was in the last one. Like you don't have an inclination to run the raid. But as far as like the story mode, it improved it. Like I think it improved the story a lot because Destiny 1, at least like year 1, like vanilla Destiny didn't have much for a really good story.
Yeah, Destiny's always been a weird series. Like Destiny 1 was a entirely DLC game. If you didn't play the DLC, it wasn't that great of a game. But then Destiny 2 is trying to like stray away from DLC while still having it.
Yeah. They removed like a lot of the key features of the game too.
Yeah. So I remember from a few months ago, you have what, 3 different characters from Fallout 4?
Yeah, I've played through with my first character that I played through was just like I think it's like what everybody mainly plays through is on their first time was like like what would I do in the situation, and that was like I think I made like a railroad character just because like I always like enjoy playing like a stealth character and the railroad offered that, and then I beat that game. I like that account. I have a lot of hours on played through all the DLC. Then my next character was my like I made this character like this is like my Brotherhood of Steel character. I played through with them. That was a fun playthrough. Like powertrain.
How different is it playing Brotherhood of Steel? Because I was thinking about joining and I just didn't because I didn't want to have to deal with it.
It's weird, yeah. I think I wouldn't have done it like my first time, but like I like going through and like doing like all the different roleplay stuff you can do because like you can go a lot farther down the Brotherhood of Steel path.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to like 100% everything else and then go back and say yeah to Brother of Steel. Just because I know that it's an insanely different like experience playing Brother of Steel before that. Is that a Funko Pop vinyl in the background right there?
Yeah, a few of them from like I think I got this one from like my mom. For
Who's
my
that supposed to be?
This is like who is this? One of the guys from Rebels. Not Rebels. Rogue One.
Because I know I have Daryl from The Walking Dead. I have his Funko Pop, and they are not very detailed at all.
No, they're just like kind of how I view them. It's like if it's a series I'm interested in, but like I don't want to like you've seen like I collect a lot.
Yeah.
If it's like something I like thought was kind of cool, but I didn't want to like get like high class figures of it. I have them like. I have like Mad Eye Moody one from Harry Potter and like stuff like that.
They're definitely better like gifts than they are like collectibles, though.
Yeah, I don't get. Like, I couldn't like have like a shelf full of them.
Yeah. Loot Crate's doing a new thing. I can't remember what it is, like Pointo or something. I can't remember what it's called, but they're doing a new one, which are actually a lot better than Funko Pops. But I still prefer just the look of Funko Pops because they look better just like, sitting on a shelf.
The main draw probably of Funko is just like how accessible they are, and like just like they have like a uniform look.
Yeah.
And they look like really nice on a shelf, and like the packaging is pretty. And packaging, at least for me, is a big part of collecting. So yeah.
So we're gonna get a little bit political here, all right?
Oh heck yeah!
What are you doing for the Black Lives Matter movement?
I'm standing in the middle of a road and trying to get hit by cars.
I'm not sure how much that's working for you, but
yeah, I stand on Highway 10 every day. It's a good time.
Have you like trained your blood to splatter into a stop killing black people splatter?
Yeah. It's like it's a real like spiritual thing. It's like meditating for like hours a day.
All right. Well, at least you're doing something for it.
Oh yeah.
I got that question off of the Breakfast Club interview. Are you familiar with the Breakfast Club?
No, I'm not. I've heard of him. Oh. My sister watches him.
You know Post Malone?
Oh yeah.
He sat down and he's like doing a conversation, and Charlemagne the God looks at him. What are you doing for the Black Lives Matter movement? Oh, no. And if you know Post Malone,
dude, Post is a beast.
He does not get into politics at all. No. So he's just sitting here all confused, not knowing what to say.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was funny. Not a fan of the Breakfast Club.
Like I can't I get why people Post's music isn't for me, but like Post is such a chill dude. Like all the stuff I've seen him in like H3 stuff mainly. Like he was in iDubbbz Content Cop. Yeah,
maybe he'll be the guest really for next week's PBC podcast. We go from Jacknightamer, a crappy Instagram account, to Post Malone, famous rapper.
Basically, dude, my Instagram's just a shitpost at this point. Let's be honest.
It's horrible. I'm not a fan, but I still follow it. Okay.
Oh yeah.
What are your thoughts?
My other Instagram account dedicated to you.
Oh yeah, of course. You mean like 9 out of 10 of your accounts?
Yeah, basically.
So, what are your thoughts on liberals?
We're getting really political. I don't know. I see like I really pride myself in like being able to see like both sides of the story, but like when it's just like both like conservatives and liberals both have this issue. It's like when it's like, man, it's like it's this way or no way. But like my whole thing is like when it comes to like just like the gray area, because like I feel like gray area is where you run into a lot of like issues and like politics and stuff. Like I mean there should be a gray area, but like so much of it is gray area. Like what like a big one that they're talking about now is like gender. Like this is what defines as a gender now, and like stuff like that. So I don't know. I feel like they do have like they have good intentions. Like equality is a very good intention, but like yeah, it just like it's how they go about it that pisses me off personally. And I've met very intelligent like I've met people who can very intelligent liberals who can like articulate their opinions, and those are the ones I like to have conversations with. But it's just like I don't know, everyone gets a bad rap, so does like the very like right wing side too. I mean, we've all seen the fucking like people with like their like Donald Trump signs, like yeah.
All right, well at least
like,
you're
both ends of the extremes are pretty bad. So
well, at least you're politically educated instead of most people where it's like if they disagree with your opinion, they're automatically a liberal.
Yeah,
like liberal has just become a slur at this point for someone who disagrees with your opinion.
Like libtard, yeah. I don't know. Like I like to have like if I'm gonna have a political conversation with people, I really like to like actually like dig into like, okay, why do you find this as an issue? Like one, I'm just like this isn't like I'll just like use a random one. A big one's like abortion is like so, like if a drunk driver kills a pregnant lady, it's considered a double homicide. So why is like then abortion not considered a murder? Like and like why like if one's gonna be considered a murder, then the other shouldn't. So like if the pregnant lady, like shouldn't it only be like a single homicide then, or the other way around? Like that's the stuff I think is interesting.
I think my big thing on it is just gonna clear this up real quick. I think an abortion does not count as a murder. I think if it's the parent's choice, it doesn't count. But like let's say like a Mao Zedong situation, right? I know it's Mao, but I say it Mayo because it's funnier that way. But anyways, like his situation where he was like forcing people to do it, I think that counts as a murder. Like that's the difference is it's choice
Especially,
over
like how
force.
far along is the pregnancy too?
Yeah. I just mean like a legal abortion that's like what 4 or 5 months? I think it's earlier half.
Yeah, I think like some states like I saw a thing was like Ohio made it like it's like a month now or something. But I definitely think there should be like there is a point where it is a life.
Yeah, definitely. I say at least at this point because I'm not very educated on the process of a fetus growing, but I say about halfway through you shouldn't be able to get an abortion.
Abort it. Yeah, I think they just like like my whole thing on abortion isn't so much like which is right. It's like this like life versus like pro-life versus pro-choice. It's more so just clear up the gray, because like if you are pro-choice, then like I do think there is a point where it's like, because if you are still okay with that, because there are people who will still press if they're pro-choice for being a double homicide in court, just clear up the in between.
All right, I just had to check if we're recording or not, because if we were not, that would have been a problem.
It feels fucking bad, dude.
So Jacknightamer used to be your personal account, right? Originally, it was your personal. Now I don't think there are any posts. I think there might be 1 or 2, but I don't think there are many.
On my personal Instagram?
On your Jacknightamer.
Insta? Yeah, there's like 2, but they're shit posts, let's be honest.
Well, I know you used to have like a solid 12 on there, so... And one of them that you took down was when you were a real killer. A real killer on the nunchucks, alright?
Oh yeah, I could go get, they're just over there actually. Yeah, I picked those up. My dad had them just sitting in the garage, and like he used them when he was like, just fucking around in the garage. And I'm like, hey, those look pretty cool. And like I think it was like the summer between like when I was like between 6th and 7th grade, I had like nothing to do. I was doing that and playing Pokemon. I'm like, hey, let's do this. So I just picked them up, and I had a really good time with it. And it was like the only like physical activity I did, and it looks really cool. So yeah, I picked it up. I've been out of practice for like a year, but like the main thing is just like controlling the momentum. But yeah, I have a lot of fun doing that.
So I'm very intrigued on your collection of stuff. Is that a stack of anime and Star Wars DVDs right there behind your Funko Pops?
This is actually like, okay. Here and below, that's Star Wars. This is like, that's all Star Wars.
Oh.
We've got, and then
that's Clone Wars. I thought that was like weird anime stuff.
No, yeah, we've got.
Looked like it said acid drop waifu for a second, and I wanted to know what that was about.
Yeah, that's actually my favorite hentai buddy. No, but it's like here are all the Clone Wars seasons. Here are like some like these are like just like individual DVDs I released. Like it's like a collection of episodes like I watched when I was like younger. Seasons of Rebels, the micro series, and then some of like the DVDs of the original trilogy, and like episodes is just 2 and 3. And then over here I have my Blu-ray box set along with like my Rogue One and episode 7 and all that stuff over there.
You want to team up and make a acid drop waifu with me? Make that an anime?
Oh, I'm so down, dude.
Get login on it?
Dude, that'd be so sick.
Dude, I'll have to get login on the podcast one of these times. You know how funny that would be?
That would be pretty good. I'd be down for that.
Now, I see in the background of your collection, you also have a Yoda who's just lying face down.
Yeah, on a stack creeping.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a lot smaller than I thought. It looked like it was just really far back.
Yeah, no. There's fucking birdseed in its ear. Jeez. Nasty. But it's actually on a stack of NES games, actually.
Oh. Well, that's no way to... That's no way to treat your NES games, but whatever.
Dude, they're nice. I didn't have enough room to keep my NES out, so it's actually in storage right now. But it's like taking like 5 minutes to get out.
Did you know that originally the NES cases were meant to be thrown out?
Really?
Yeah, that's why they're like that weird cardboard stuff.
Yeah. Here, we got.
You're just supposed to toss them after.
Yeah. They're like a weird like plastic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I only have them for a few games. Like I think I have like maybe 10 total of these cases.
Yeah, that's because people wanted to throw them out because you weren't supposed to keep them.
Yeah, the only reason I think of keeping them is just protecting the like cartridge.
Yeah, that's also why the Game Boy came in that weird stuff.
Oh, dude, Game Boy was sick.
Because
I think none of them.
I think the SNES had actual cases.
Yeah, that is kind of weird.
But that's because that was a home console. I know for a long time, up until the DS, I think, they just used weird, like, cardboard stuff for their cases because you were meant to throw them out. Because, of course, it's a handheld, and after you're done playing it, you might lose the cartridge or something.
Yeah.
But that
like,
never really happened.
Cases and all that, where you put all your games on. Yeah. That was good stuff. Yeah. I collect a lot of things. Like, I think it's, like, probably, like, I started, like you've seen my room. It's just full of shit.
Yeah.
Probably started mainly through my dad, because he kept, like, all of his old, like, G.I. Joe figures from, like, the 80s, and he has, like, totes of them. And then he started, like, getting me, like, I started watching Star Wars with him, and he got me, like, a ton of, like, Star Wars figures, because, like, he was collecting them too. And he's, like, in our attic, he's, like, just full of, like, unopened Star Wars figures, because he's like, man, I have to get these for Pierce, because Pierce will want to play with them. And yeah, Pierce did want to play with them. I have so many of them, dude. It's like I have, like, such good memories, just like looking for, like, toys with my dad. It's a good time. It's something, like, I really enjoy, and I'm very happy I can share it with him.
The way that you said totes with your eyes rolled up like that, it sounded like you were talking about totally. So you're like, totes, and I was all like, what are you doing?
Totes, yeah. I sound like, dude.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I'm a drag queen now. Yeah, no, yeah, like the plastic ones, yeah.
The only thing that I collect are CDs, vinyls, which I have 2 of now.
Vinyls sound like they'd be fun to collect. Like, I have nowhere to put them.
And then I collect DVDs too. Yeah, no, vinyls are cool.
I love collecting DVDs.
The big part of vinyls is, like, here, I'll just grab one really quick. Like, I have a 2-disc this year, Forest Hills Drive by J. Cole. Great album. Shout out real quick. Like, that's how thick it is. Like, it's just not thick at all. And this is 2 discs.
Your audio's being weird right now.
Okay. That's a problem.
I can't hear you right now.
Oh my god.
They sound like staticky. Yeah, you're like Robo.
Well, that's nice.
There we go.
Oh, it's good now?
Oh. It's a little delayed.
Better now? Or no?
Still, yeah. Yeah, it's syncing up again. There you go.
Okay. So, but yeah, and then also, another great thing, you don't get this with your CDs, but if I pull up my Flogging Molly really quick, the vinyl's green. You gotta love a green vinyl. But I decided a couple years ago, hey, I want to collect games. And then I looked through it and I'm like, all right, where's my this game? Where's my this game? And then I remembered, to get money when I was younger, I sold a ton of games. So it's not even worth collecting it anymore.
I got so mad at myself.
Yeah, it's just not even worth collecting anymore. I might as well just sell them when I'm done with them. Because it's too late.
I sold like a ton of like I think I sold like a solid like 4 or 5 Pokemon games. I got so pissed off at myself and I like went back and bought them all.
Only thing I collect now from video games are these nice little UB Funkies that everyone likes to have sitting around.
I remember seeing those. Remember my cousin had those, dude.
Oh yeah, they're
those
so
good. Cool.
The only reason I got into them was from my cousin. He had some, and we were too poor to afford them at the time. So I waited like 2 years after, when nobody cared about UB Funkies anymore, and then I got them. But I still played the crap out of that game.
I don't even know where you get those now. Where do you even get those?
Okay, now your audio got all weird.
How about now?
Now it's fine, but it's synced. It should just take some time.
Yeah, same with yours.
Oh my god, outrageous.
Yeah, yours caught up.
Alright. This is a problem. Outrageous. Okay, I think yours is good now. Now.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's bad. Whatever. They'll just have to deal with it. So,
yeah.
You're a big music guy, right?
Yeah, I listen to... Yeah, I'd say. I listen to like a lot of... Yeah, I think everyone listens to music, though, but yeah.
Well, yeah, but... So...
That sentence made sense. Don't worry about it.
So, Spotify
Right,
Spotify Premium is a thing that exists, right?
Oh, yeah.
Now,
Spotify
Plus is also a thing that exists. So I was about to ask you, do you think Spotify gets more money off of ads than they do off Premium? Because I know a lot of people don't want to go through Spotify Plus. because Spotify Plus Plus doesn't work all the time, you know?
Yeah, it's pretty buggy. And,
Spotify,
getting it on Google's a bitch.
Yeah, but then also on PC, Spotify lets you choose whatever song you want without premium. So do you think that they actually...
The only thing, like, the only...
How much of their profits do you think comes off of premium?
I would say majority of their profits aren't off premium, because majority of people are more than happy just to, like, listen to ads. Like, a lot of people, like, aren't going to pay. Like me, for example. Plus is the way to go. No, but I would, like, especially when it comes to, like, the PC version compared to the mobile version, you can listen to whatever you want.
Yeah.
So, like, the main, like, on mobile, like, I remember when I listened, like, I listened to it on my phone before I even knew it had a desktop app. It was like, oh yeah, with Spotify Premium, you can select whatever song you like anytime you like, and I'm like, well, you can do the same thing on PC. And the only downside is at that point is ads, and that's what you get plus. But yeah, I think Spotify makes so much money, and I think Spotify was like pretty needed for the music industry, to be completely honest, because like before like Spotify, like there was a big issue with people pirating stuff, and now there's
people just
accessible way.
Now people just pirate Spotify Premium. They made themselves the soul of the profit, and piracy instead of
but
music.
Yeah. But then Spotify loses money, not the artists, though.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I think it still counts as plays and stuff on there, so then they still end up getting paid.
Yep.
That's why I prefer to use Spotify Plus instead of pirating. Which normally I don't use it.
I have a lot of stuff downloaded.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, if I'm gonna listen to music, I always just go to Spotify because I like to support my artists directly.
Yeah. I'll probably end up paying for Spotify Premium once I get money for it. A constant paycheck. Now speaking of profit, do you think Bob Marley was a prophet?
Oh yeah, no, I can't get behind Bob Marley.
What?
I like.
You don't. Okay, look. He predicted his own death. The exact seconds of when he died.
That's cool and all, but like,
so
his voice just sounds like he was like It sounds like somebody put like an ice auger down his throat when he was a kid.
So you don't think you don't think he's son of God just because you can't listen to his music? No, you just like, I don't care if you turn water into wine. You're not the reincarnation of Jesus if you make bad music. Bob Marley makes good music. I don't know what you're talking about. You're insane. Now, this is it for my...
gosh, okay. Wait, I'm gonna sound autistic here.
Please do.
I thought we were talking about Bob Dylan.
Oh my god. That's not...
Yeah, I have nothing against Bob Marley. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I was talking about Bob Dylan with Adam in the car the other day.
Bob Dylan's still alive.
I have nothing against Bob Marley. Bob Marley's fine. I don't care. I don't care for his music. I can see why people like it though.
I like Bob Marley. Now, this is it for my questions, and then we're just gonna have to we're gonna have to freestyle it after this. But I have a nice little music quiz for you. Now, you listen to music. You like music, right? But you don't really listen to rap all that much, right? Are you getting your Google open?
Not. Yeah. I have one open.
Well, first of all, you sound like somebody's like punching you in the throat while you're talking, because your audio is all messed up.
Sorry.
But you don't listen to rap all that often, right?
No, not my forte.
All right. I was asking, are you getting your Google Chrome open so that you can Google all these?
No, I was actually like thinking you were gonna send me the link, so I was like getting Skype.
Oh, no, it looked like you were getting your Google Chrome open, so I was like, you're not Googling the answers.
Oh yeah. Okay. No, I had Spotify open. That's why I was switching over.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm sure that you'll be able to do fine.
Even though I'm opening my Chrome when I have my hands over here on my keyboard.
Yeah, no. So, I think you'll be able to do just fine on this lyric quiz. We got lyrics for you. You get to try to guess who it is. But don't worry, they're semi-big names, so you should be able to do it.
Okay.
So,
I believe myself.
The first lyric is, "She say, do you love me? I tell her only partly. I only love my bed and my mama. I'm sorry." Now, you got three options here. A, is...
Okay, I was gonna say, this better be multiple choice, or else
Yeah.
it's fun.
Now, A is Dram said it. You're familiar with Dram? He did the song with the Gorillas?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, B
Okay.
is that Drake said it. And C is that Big Sean said that lyric.
That sounds like a Big Sean lyric.
Sounds like a Big Sean lyric? Well,
I don't
you're...
know who the hell Big Sean is, but his name's Big Sean.
Okay. Okay. So, first...
I'm just imagining, like, a really fat version of Big Sean right now.
Alright.
Sorry, Sean, I love you.
We're going through the whole one, and then I'll tell you if you're wrong or right at the end.
It doesn't... That didn't sound like a Drake lyric to me.
Alright.
That's probably a Drake lyric. I just fucked myself. That's
number
fine.
2. I was up late night ballin', so far from my past misfortunes. Alright? Now, this was either Vince Staples. He did a song with Gorillaz too. J. Cole. It was Ascension. And then it could be J. Cole.
Oh my God.
Or it could be Quavo from Migos.
I'm gonna go the last one.
Quavo from Migos?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, this next one, alright? I used to dream every night, now I never dream at all. I'm hoping it's because I'm living everything I want, alright? Now, this was either Childish Gambino, the guy from the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Whenever you say Childish Gambino, I think of Diego's GF. It's just because like whenever I'm on Spotify, like I see here on like this, I look on the sidebar and it's like every fucking time it's like Childish Gambino.
I freaking love Childish Gambino. Anything good? You remember any of the songs?
I don't know, dude. I just see the.
All right.
You listening to anything right now? What was the last thing? Oh wow, it wasn't. It was Borns was the last thing she listened to.
Well, anyways, it is either Childish Gambino, the guy from Red Hot Chili Peppers, or it is A$AP Rocky. Oh, and if it helps, A$AP is spelt with a $.
I'm gonna go the first one.
Childish Gambino?
Red Hot Chili Peppers. Yeah.
Okay. Now, this next one is going to be a little bit tougher, alright?
Mm-hmm.
This is...
I got maybe one of these right, so I'll be fine.
This next one is Gucci down to the socks like I'm Biggie Papa, alright? Now, this one was either A$AP Ferg, A$AP Rocky, or A$AP Yams, all spelled with a $. So basically just based on Ferg, Rocky, or Yams, who would say Gucci down to the socks like I'm Biggie Papa?
I'll go Rocky, because I haven't said the one in the middle yet.
Interesting. Very interesting choice.
But I like the name Yams.
Yams?
That's a chill name.
After you... Okay, I'll just give a quick background to the people when we're done here. So, this next one was... This one you'll get, for sure. You should get, at least. This one said, if a N-word hating, call him Joe Budden. Okay? Now, this was either...
Yeah. Basically choose the blackest name of the choices.
Oh, well, you'll get this one right. It is either the guy from Metallica, Quavo from Migos, or the guy from AC/DC.
Oh, I wonder if it's the guy from... It's like, what was it, Quavo? It's the it's like, sounds Hispanic guy.
Quavo.
Yeah.
Okay. So the first one...
Let's see, Metallica and AC/DC... That's my bands, dude.
Yeah. I'm fully aware. That's why I did a rap lyric quiz. So...
Oh, yeah.
She say, do you love me? I tell her only partly. I only love my bed and my mama, I'm sorry. A. Dram? That was not it.
Sounds like he has a lot of semen on his bed then.
That's gross. But, so, Dram, it was not Dram. He sings a lot, as you're aware probably. And he only makes positive music. So I don't think that he would say...
Really makes positive... That's an interesting approach as an artist.
Kyle does the same thing. I Spy. That's one of his songs. But yeah, I'm not sure if Dram only makes positive music, but that's definitely his main thing. But he does not do it.
His
now,
main thing? Yeah.
Drake, the absolute hit machine from Toronto, the sixth god, the sixth king, the sixth whatever you wanna say. Absolute singing hit machine.
That was nasty. I apologize.
Who used to rap and gets quite a bit of hate, as you may know.
Mm-hmm.
And then Big Sean. Big Sean is probably the most cringy rapper out there. He does not look like... He's actually, like, really skinny. He sounds like an off-brand Drake. So since... I mean, knowing what Dram sounds like, knowing Drake and Big Sean... What?
It's like great value Drake, though.
Yeah, that's 100%. That's what it is. Except for his last album. His last album was actually pretty decent. But anyways, Big Sean did not say it. So you were wrong. It's a Drake line. But it was on his new song, God's Plan. That he just released like last week or something. Now, the second one.
Dang.
I was up late night ballin', so far from my past misfortunes. First, it was Vince Staples. Okay? Now, Vince Staples made a song with the Gorillaz. Right?
That's like completely what I was going off of, yeah.
His voice is pretty high.
Yeah.
I don't know if you knew this, but he's from Long Beach.
Ooh.
So, and also he got felony charges as a kid for like robbing a store or something and then like going on the run.
Dang.
Now, second is J. Cole. Now, J. Cole was called an off-brand Drake for a while, and then he is not anymore. J. Cole sings a lot. J. Cole's pretty monotone. And then we have Quavo, who is the most party rapper out there, who got like 32 features in the past week. Vince Staples said that line, not Quavo.
Oh, we did, dang.
Yes. I used to dream every night, now I never dream at all. I'm hoping it's because I'm living everything I want. Childish Gambino, he grew up in Atlanta. You know, straight hood stuff, but he talks about how he's white quite a bit. So, like, an anti-Logic.
Dude, Logic, I find, like, Logic, like, to be such an interesting, like, person. Not in, like, just, like, it's like, what's going through your head, dude?
Okay. So, basically, I'm just going to defend Logic real quick here.
So
the main people... not the main people. You got me messed up. Here's what the heck. So the main reason people say that they hate Logic is because he talks about how he's biracial all the time. Right?
I'm 1/8 black.
Now, he only ever did it on everybody. That's what he did it mainly on, all right? Which that's where a lot of people hear his stuff, so whatever. But then, The Incredible True Story, the album before that, he didn't say anything about it. Under Pressure, you look nervous. You're like, oh god, is he gonna prove me wrong here? But
I don't know, dude. My like face, I'm like, yeah.
But Under Pressure, he did not. He talked about it, just not very much. But one of his best projects, Welcome to Forever, in the intro track, he says, "All right, I guess we back again," with another verse about how much I'm black again. It's like, okay, that's all right.
Gosh, that line.
I like that line because it's like he's making fun of himself, right? So I'm like, all right, that's pretty clever.
I hope he's making fun of himself, but I don't know if
No,
he is.
He's making fun of himself. If you listen to the song, He even says like, all right, I guess we back again, with another verse, and it's like, he's clearly joking around, right? But then after that, he's like, don't like it, blame God for the packaging. You don't want to talk about race, don't call me a white rapper then. And then it's like, all right, whatever. Maybe he just wanted to continue it for that last, like, 4 lines. You know, I'm fine with it. And then after that, he says, they're judging me by my skin tone. No, he's doing another 4 lines about how he's biracial. So I have to defend him, and I have to kind of shut him down a little bit, just because that's...
Yeah.
But I would have been completely fine.
As long as he's, like... Yeah.
I would have been completely fine with just him making fun of himself and then calling it quits, and then he has
to... I feel like self-awareness is really important, especially in music. Like... Because you need to be able to, like, acknowledge, like, your mistakes.
Yeah.
Not necessarily your mistakes, but, like, you know, who you are as a person. and own up to him. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like he like went a little overboard at that point.
I think I saw an edit a while ago. He released a song called Black Spider-Man, which was basically all about him not being ashamed to be black, right? It's like, well, clearly you're not because you say it every other line. But
yeah, as soon as he said Black Spider-Man, I immediately go to like a comic. But yeah, keep going.
But anyways, I saw an edit a while ago because one of the lines is I'm not ashamed to be black. So I saw an edit that was just him, like the whole song. It was him saying I'm not ashamed to be black throughout the entire song, and I'm like, man, that's pretty.
It sounds like my kind of jam. Someone should send those lyrics to Lil Pump. They're about as original as his.
Oh man, yeah, I enjoyed that edit. Anyways, second is the guy from the Red Hot Chili Peppers. I don't know if you're familiar with the Red Hot Chili Peppers, but they're good.
Yeah, I like them.
Now, if this line was from anywhere, I'd have to say it was from their Sex, Blood, Magic, whatever. Because that was definitely a pretty hip-hop based album.
What is that album? It's actually going to bug me now.
Blood, Sugar, Sex, Magic. That's what it is.
Is that what it is?
Blood, Sugar, Sex, Magic.
Yeah. Yep.
But then the third is A$AP Rocky. A$AP Rocky, he's a good guy. He makes good music. But he did not say this line. It was Childish Gambino. You got the third one right.
Heck yeah.
Gucci down to the socks like I'm Biggie Papa. A$AP Ferg, he's part of A$AP. A$AP Rocky, he's part of A$AP. A$AP Yams didn't even make music, so that one's off the board already.
Heck yeah.
So it's either A$AP Rocky.
50-50.
You do have a 50-50. But sadly, it's not a 50-50. It's a 100-0 because it was A$AP Ferg, not A$AP Rocky.
God.
Now, if N-word hating.
Listening to Minecraft is for everyone. Isaac's a beast, dude.
So if N-word hating, call him Joe Budden. That was not the guy from Metallica. You got that one right. It was not the guy from AC/DC. You got that one right. So congratulations, Pierce. If you got it right, it was Quavo.
Don't worry about it. Yeah, I'm a professional.
Riley's probably going to skip over this entire part just because last time when I was talking to It's Guru, he was all like,
being weird again.
Oh my god, outrageous. But, is it good now? Or is it...
Yeah, it's like a little like... There we go.
Okay. But yeah, Riley said in the Guru podcast that he had a hard time going through that music part. And we were just doing that music part for like 15 minutes, so... He's going to be definitely having a pretty painful time through this one.
Oh, yeah.
Now let's do some recycled questions. Best burger place.
Oh, heck yeah.
Best burger place in St. Cloud.
Val's.
Wrong.
Val's. It's
Wrong.
cheap, and it's really high quality.
Wrong.
Yes, it is Val's.
Wrong.
What's better than Val's?
What's better than Val's? Well, first of all... If they give you so many fries
Okay, wait. You can't beat Val's for the price and the taste.
Yes, you can. 100%, and I'll get into that in a second.
Where?
I'll get into that in a second. Val's gives you so much grease and fries that the bag gets so wet that you pick a fry out of the bag and half of that fry is bag. Alright? I'm not a fan of that. I like Val's. I like it.
Val's. Dude, I love Val's.
I like Val's. I thoroughly enjoy Val's. But it's not the best. Now, I'll just leave you on a cliffhanger for a second. Have you heard about Phantom Planet? You ever heard of Phantom Planet?
I've heard about what?
Phantom Planet.
No.
Oh. Well, they have this album cover, and it looks like a Minecraft parody album cover. It looks a little bit weird because there's a reflection. Here, 1 second, actually. There we go. Looks like it would be a Minecraft parody.
That does look like...
But Phantom Planet, they're an alternative band. And of course, if you're familiar with alternative music, it sounds like if grime was rock. But it sounds good. Anyways.
That sounds interesting. So what is it, Phantom Planet?
Phantom Planet, yes. And it's just their title album is what that one is.
I have an art. Yeah. So they have Okay, they're a group, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Live 2004, Phantom Planet. Alright, I'll listen. I'm actually gonna... I'll listen to those.
Now, you can get a better burger and a value over at Burger Time.
Burger what? Time?
Burger Time.
Where's that at?
Where's that at? I don't know. Google it. I'm not good with directions.
I'm not Googling it. You know what I'm talking about.
I'm not.
You don't hear the keyboard.
And also, I am not making a podcast with Jacknightamer right now. Shout out the podcast on the podcast really quick.
Remember to listen to the podcast?
Should I just Google,
It's by La Casita.
I guess. I don't know. It's
Okay,
weird.
I know where that is.
It's good.
Old school drive-through. Wait, is this the, Okay. Hey, it's by Best Burger Ever. The Best Burger Ever is obviously there.
Dude, it's so good. Best burger ever.
Actually, Burger Time.
So Pierce, you put a lot of
It has 4.4 stars.
That's an underrating. So, you put a lot of faith into the internet, right?
I put a lot of time into the internet. I don't know about faith.
Okay.
Some pretty. I mean, you've been on the B board too. You know it's pretty shit.
So, I Googled. Well, okay, how much do you trust www.monster.com?
.monster.com. I'm not familiar with the website, so I don't know how much I trust it.
Well, you know how legit websites have that like lock thing, and then it has that green text, and then it has that line, and then www. This website has it, so you know it's legit. Now, I got the 100 top job interview questions.
The 100 top what questions?
Job interview questions, because I looked up interview questions.
Oh, hell yeah. Let's go, dude.
Okay.
I'm so down.
Tell me about yourself.
I'm a 15-year-old high school student, and I have a good work ethic. No, I don't. And I want money, so hire me. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are your strengths?
I don't ever. Okay, so I get like what you say about strengths, but like whenever you say weaknesses, like don't you just bullshit those? Strengths. I'm not afraid of commitments. I am willing to put in the time. I'm very organized. I listen very well. I'm willing to. I can also boss people around if I need to do that.
All right. Oh, you want to just do 5 of these every once in a while?
I don't care, dude. Yeah.
Like, just try to get through the whole list.
Heck yeah.
What are your weaknesses?
My weaknesses are that I overwork myself and I might work too hard.
Dude, you gotta do those all the time. What are your weaknesses?
That's
probably caring too much.
Yeah, I actually care. I think I'm a little too sensitive of a person. I think I might be too nice to the customers.
Yeah. Just like just
no
every.
one wants to hear about how bad you are.
Yeah.
Like they're not gonna hire you if you have like 20 issues. Yeah, I have a ton of medical issues. I might have to leave work a lot because I have family things to do. Like you're not gonna tell them that.
You should go into every job.
It's basically like sucking your own dick.
Dude, you should go into a job interview. It's like, what are your weaknesses? My weaknesses are probably having too many strengths. Like just
Yeah.
Okay. Why do you want this job?
I want this job because I think this job offers a lot to our community, and I think that this would be a very good learning experience for me.
Okay. Well, first of all, how does a young gang content creator / whatever you want to do in this company benefit the community?
I'll benefit the community because I bring a lot to the table as far as new ideas and
but you see, Pierce, this is young. This is young gang
community interaction
where we do not benefit the community because we do not have enough exposure. I have 37 subscribers and 7 of them are from a Smash tournament, a homebrew Smash tournament. It does not benefit the community. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Last one for a while. Where would you like to be in your career 5 years from now?
Where do I want to be 5 years from now? That's
You have a mental meltdown. You're just like, Oh my god, I'm doing nothing with my life.
I don't know. That's career. This isn't personal life. Let's not go into that. No. I don't know. I'd like to be financially stable and in a job that I enjoy.
Well, guess what?
That's it. That seems like a reasonable request.
Well, guess what? Young Gang's paying you nothing, dude. We don't got the money for that. You make your own paycheck on freaking YouTube. Okay.
Oh yeah, speaking of YouTube, YouTube rewrote their monetization rules, so now you can only get monetized if it's like 10,000 views in the last year. They changed it from like 4,000 views and 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah, did I tell you what happened to this channel that this is going up on?
What's up?
Young Laszlo. So last time they changed it, it was like, what was it? I can't remember, but it was like a certain subscriber cap, wasn't it? 1,000 subscribers or something?
Yeah. Yeah. So when it first came out, before everyone like freaked out about it, it was 1,000 subscribers and is it 4,000 views?
Something like that.
I think it was like 40,000 or 4,000 views. Yeah, like your whole channel, like for the past year, annual views.
Speak.
Hello.
The distortion comes before your voice comes. It's just hello. Like it's
That's great.
But yeah. No, I think it's good now. But anyways, yeah, my channel was still monetized. Nothing happened. I think I have like 3,800 views in total. And I clearly don't have anywhere near the subscriber limit, but I was still getting monetized.
Yeah. That's why they changed it. I think it's 10,000 views annual for monetization.
Now they changed it again, and now I'm not getting monetized. But for that entire year that they made that first change, I was still getting monetized. No problem.
Yeah.
And now they're all like, yeah, about that, you're not going to be getting monetized anymore. So, yeah, make sure that you share this video with on Facebook so that your grandma can see it.
Yeah.
Because everybody knows that your grandma wants to see two 15-year-old kids.
I actually made a MySpace account last year. It was like a joke.
Last year?
Should I start posting MySpace like every day?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
so
me on MySpace at Raven Nut. That's a capital R, Nut, all caps, spelled with 2 T's.
Oh, geez, Pierce, you're getting you're kind of dedicating a little bit much to me here. All right, it's getting a little weird.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, it's supposed to be a little bit weird.
Yeah. I like men.
You like space?
I like what?
Space.
Space? Yeah, space is pretty chill.
Alright. Are you aware of all the space simulator games that have come out recently? Where you can make the Earth collide with the sun, and they're like, yep, this is what's going to happen in the next 20 years. And it's like, why do you have to tell me that every time I do something bad to the Earth?
Yeah, like, a lot of, like, basically, like, I feel like a lot of people, like, in our culture just, like, looking for something to freak out about. Because, like, we had, like the 2000 freak out. We had, like, and, like, when it became 2012, everyone started freaking out. And then it was the solar eclipse that not the solar eclipse, the planetary alignment. It's just, like, it does seem like people are looking for things to freak out about. But there definitely are, like, valid reasons to freak out, too. Like, I think we all know pollution's an issue, but, like, I definitely think they blow a lot of things out of proportion. That's not my opinion, though.
So, yeah, that's kind of my favorite thing to have is, like, just, like, I want to make my own space simulator where it's just a random number generator within the next 100 years. But what it does is anything you do to the Earth, a meteor hits it, you know? Aliens come down and invade. It flies into the sun. It collides with freaking Jupiter and blows up, right? It'll select a random number and say this will happen within the next random number from 0 to 100 years. So, like,
basically,
every time, every time you destroy the Earth, it says something. This is going to happen within the next 15 years. Are you
like, weren't we supposed to, like, be, like, complete, like, according to a study a few years ago, like, we were, like, majority of the coasts and coastal cities were supposed to be underwater because the ice caps were supposed to have melted or something?
Yeah. No, it's definitely crazy.
Wasn't it, like, back in the 80s they were pushing, like, global cooling was, like, a thing?
Yeah, it's definitely pretty odd. Are you familiar with the death clock?
With what clock?
The death clock.
Death clock? No, but whenever I hear death clock, I immediately think of this thing that DC Comics is doing right now. So no, I'm not.
Okay. Well, the death clock is a website where you enter in like just a ton of stuff, and it tells you, hey, you are going to die in this many years. And you enter in
That's
like
interesting.
You
How do they
enter
calculate that?
You enter your birthday, you enter what age you are, you enter if you smoke or not, you enter your body mass index, right? Like your basically your weight and your height. And you just do it until like you finish up, and it's like what's your like outlook on life, like just weird stuff. And then eventually what ends up happening is it will tell you like just you will die within the next like 15 years or something. Like just weird stuff. Alright. Well, this is a problem. I'll just finish up choosing my my death clock. Oh my god. Alright. Well,
Sick, dude. Sorry.
that was nice. Oh no, that was my Wi-Fi.
Still sucks though.
Yeah. Whatever. I mean, I think I was gone for like just a couple minutes, but anyways, back to the death calculator. You do the whole thing, and then it's like, hey, you will die in like 25 years or something.
Okay.
And it is probably, and it tells you down to the exact like second.
Dang, that. Like, obviously, like a website, so like I don't know how accurate it is, but like, would you want to know when you're gonna die? I personally wouldn't.
Yeah, it's definitely a problem. But yeah, like, it just tells you can legit just leave this open for your entire life, and you can count down the day until you are supposed to die.
I tell you what. I have a deceased relative. Do you want to test this on a deceased relative of mine?
Of course.
Okay, here. You want me to all right, here. What is it? Death calculator? Okay, wait here.
Just type in death clock.
All right.
Should come up. Yep, it's the first one. Deathclock.com. When am I gonna die?
Day of birth. Oh boy. 30th.
Oh wait. Are you on the weird one where it's like all red on the sides?
Yeah.
Back out of that one. Go to the second one. Second one's way better.
Okay. Day of birth. Okay. Wait. Okay. October 30th. Oh boy, I gotta think.
Well,
Shit. I had to do math. Fuck. Hey, Raven.
Yeah.
1 second. Never mind. I can just. I figure how old he was. I know how old he was. Did you figure out like the year he died? Okay. Choose 1942. Male. He did for a little bit. How many packs a day? For how many years? Like 15. BMI. Oh boy.
Guess his weight. Over on the side, they have like a calculator. Okay. So you can guess his age and guess his weight, and it'll tell you.
Age is fuck. Well, 60 is 5 foot. I'll put him at. I'll put him at like 70, and then pounds. I put him at like. He was a big guy.
Oof.
230.
Oh my god. Yeah, I just did it. And if I never smoke or drink in my life, I will live up to 80 years, 7 months, and 2 days.
That's
right?
not bad.
But I got to the screen, and it says that I will die in 23,707 days, 11 hours, 6 minutes, and 13 seconds. So it tells you exactly down to the seconds that you are supposed to have a heart attack and pass.
Country, U.S. All right, here we go.
What? Did it say you should be dead already?
Okay, wait. Current age. No. Nope.
No what?
It was wrong.
Oh. Well, that probably...
I thought it like actually had it right because it said at the time you are 75 years, and I'm like, oh, that's actually accurate, but no. Wait, fuck. Was he actually... I think it might have been 41.
My big question is, what if I take it all the way back to like 1947? Like, what will it say?
No idea.
No, 1905. So you can make it so that they lived for 110 years, and I want to see if it will say you already died. And I'm going to say that he smoked...
I'll do myself now.
Like a chimney for 49 years, alright?
Alright.
And alcohol consumption is daily. So if we submit that, it will say that you will live to be 116 years and basically 1,457 days. So yeah, basically, I think it might be a little bit off if you're too old, just because they kind of want to give you hope.
It was, yeah.
Because like this one, he is over 100 years old. He smokes just like over 10 packs a day, and he drinks daily, and it tells me that he's gonna live for another few years.
It doesn't have my BMI.
Less than 25.
I am less than 25.
Then put down less than 25. Oh, maybe if I crank up his BMI, it'll say that you should already be dead. Nope, it says the exact same thing. So yeah, I think it is just if
why
you're
doesn't
too old.
Why can't I wait? Why does it only go to like? It only goes like 33 through. It doesn't go that. It doesn't even have like normal BMIs. What the hell?
Yeah, a lot of it you have to round, which doesn't make it exactly accurate. But
I couldn't even put like. I'll just put the lowest one they have, which is 25, which is still so high for me.
Well, less than 25.
I just see 25.
Because since they're the alligator thing, 25.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's less than 25.
I don't see it on this website.
Oh. That's weird because I had it.
Pessimistic. Never. Country, USA. We'll see. September. What do I got? Yup. I will live 77 years. Sounds about right. With family history, I'm kind of fucked too.
Yeah.
My family history is not healthy.
You want to do another 5 interview questions?
Oh, heck yeah. You like having a 80% chance of becoming an alcoholic?
That sounds fun.
It's fun.
I don't think that you can do that though. Like, yeah, both my parents were alcoholics, which means that I'm basically destined to be an alcoholic. Like, no, like you can choose.
Yeah, that's why I'm not touching. That's like, it's just like my family genetics are just like way more susceptible. Like, it's a genetic, like, chronic problem. It has been the last 6 generations. My dad and his brother were the first ones to break it.
Oh. I think I'm gonna try to stay away from that as long as I can.
Yeah.
Like, stay away from heavily drinking. Like, maybe a little bit every once in a while.
Yeah. That's the main thing. Because, like, my grandpa was like, that's kind of what actually put him in without going too much into it. Yeah.
Well, coming from that, what is your ideal company?
My ideal what? Company?
Company, yes.
One that has a good work environment, doesn't has, I don't know. Yeah, probably mainly a good work environment, pays well, is clean. I guess it's all part of a work environment. Like, a lot of the stuff I want is just part of a good work environment.
Well, do you like your house?
Yeah.
Well, that's where you're going to be working at Young Gang Industries, because you work from home. What attracted you to this company?
What attracted me to this company is the amazing content creators.
One that we have right now?
Dude, don't worry about it. We're expanding.
We got
Pickler McOne's comeback. It's happening.
Just make them change it to Young Pickler McOne.
Please.
Why should we hire you?
You should hire me because I'm young talent and I can learn a lot, and I'm very impressionable.
What did you like least about your last job?
It didn't pay me.
I was hoping you would have said it didn't exist, but
no. Well, I guess my last job did pay me. I do like a lot of, like, used 2 summers ago. Me and my cousins, we'd go to my grandparents and we'd work in, like, we'd like bale hay for people and shit in Iowa. So yeah.
Iowa.
Paid decently. It's just manual labor and nasty.
Iowa sounds pretty nerdy and dumb.
Dude, Iowa's my home. You will not disrespect my home.
That's the only reason I talk crap about it.
Nah, I know.
I'm gonna make a full-on presentation on why, like a full-on PowerPoint presentation.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna talk about why Iowa should get nuked. Like, just like straight up, like just.
Like, Iowa's pig population is like, it's a very large percentage. It's like quite a few times bigger than its human population.
It's pig population.
Yeah, it's like when I'm driving through there, like, I don't know, to me, like, this is gonna sound dumb as shit, but I enjoy the smell of hog shit just because it reminds me of home.
What's wrong with you, dude?
Like, whenever I smell like a manure or something, I'm like, smells like home.
But
I don't know. It's just one of those things, you know?
Yeah. Great. You're gonna make the entire presentation for me just talking here. All right. When
PowerPoint presentation on why we should nuke Iowa, send it to the U.S. government.
Not even nuke it, just like why it shouldn't exist. Like, it should be a territory. 49 states in one territory.
What's the population of Iowa? I bet it's pretty low. Like, not as low as Wyoming, but it's got to be low. Like, the town I'm from has a population of like 300. Well, I'm from, like, I lived in between 2 towns. Like, my dad was from one, my mom was from the other. It was like 5 minutes apart, though. Population. I just searched population. Fucking dumb.
Okay. Well, since the rest of these are actually, like, basically just strictly career stuff, we're going to the last one, and then we're gonna do a different one, a different category.
People in the city. Wait, how many people live in in the Twin Cities? More people might live in the Twin Cities than all of Iowa. Yeah, more people live in the Twin Cities than all of Iowa.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna save that one until the end. Let me find another good one. How do you handle working with people who annoy you?
It depends on the person. Like,
no, that's wrong. That's wrong. You're more annoying than half the people you work with, Pierce.
Oh, I know.
Don't even try to
Oh, I know, dude. I'm an obnoxious little shit. I'm very well aware of it. But for me, like, if there is somebody that's actually like really pissing me off and like annoying me, I deal with each person differently. Like, majority of the time, it's like I'll just ignore them. I'll still interact with them, but like if they're just like getting on my nerves a little bit, I just won't pay attention to it and just try to keep going.
All right, we got some brain teasers here because this was. I guess that brain teasers are part of a good job interview. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
So, how many times do a clock's hand overlap every day? This is just math, and it's dumb, because it's like...
24?
It's definitely a bit.
24, 48, maybe. Are we counting the second hand, or just the minute and hour hand?
I think it's just minute and hour.
Well, if it's just the minute and the hour hand, it's once every hour, so it's 24. Right? Yeah.
Yeah. How would you weigh a plane without scales? I don't even know it doesn't give me the answers to these.
How would you weigh a plane without scales? How would I weigh a plane without scales? I don't know. Find something that you know the weight of.
Water displacement.
Yeah.
Because on Earth, I guess, mass equals the weight. Because we use the same thing.
Wait. So.
Yeah, no, it's...
There's no way.
What? That mass equals the weight?
No, like water displacement is equal to mass.
Yeah, it is.
Is it? What if I have just two objects and what if I have two blocks of wood? Like 2 blocks and one of them is made of wood and one is made of iron. One of those is going to be more dense than the other, right? Way more?
No, never mind. I think that's volume.
Oh, yeah. Then you're right. Yes.
I think volume is what's weighed with water displacement. Whatever. I'm going to actually look up some good brain teasers. Hopefully they hide the answer. That way we can both end up giving
Heck yeah.
Yep, okay. Okay, we can. So, a man is lying dead in the middle of a clearing, in the middle of the forest. In the middle of a puddle, in a scuba suit. How did he die? Oh, I know this. That's easy.
Wait. Repeat that. Man is lying in a forest.
A man is lying dead in the middle of a clearing, in the middle of a forest, in the middle of a puddle, in a scuba suit. How did he die?
All dried up. I don't know.
My thing is, what I'm thinking
Drowned
is...
in the puddle?
He got, he's wearing a scuba suit.
Yeah.
My big thing is, he might have gotten, stabbed or shot or something, and it's a puddle of blood.
Oh.
That's what I'm thinking.
Work.
Okay.
The scuba suit's what throws me off.
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah, impact killed him. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, okay, this is dumb. They try to give it, an explanation. The man was swimming and there was a fire in the forest. A helicopter picked up the water and it accidentally picked up the man and dumped him in the forest. It's don't try to explain it. Just say, impact killed.
Yeah.
It's just dumb. Well, those are, unless you want to play math games and poem riddles, I think I'm just going to go with the clever brain teasers category.
Coolmathgames.com.
What has 6 eyes but cannot see? A potato. How much you want to bet it's a potato? The 3 blind mice. I think a potato would have been better.
Yeah.
2 people are in a barn. 10 cats follow them in. How many feet are in the barn now?
Wait, 2 people are in the bar.
Barn.
In the barn?
Yeah, I don't think that matters.
10
but
cats follow them in.
How many feet are in the barn?
A lot, because I'm guessing the barn wasn't empty. Or it's 4 or some shit, because the cats don't count.
Yeah, something weird like that. There are 4 feet. Cats have paws, not feet.
Yeah. Oh, I got it. Oh my god. MIT, call me.
Okay, I had to look at the answer for this one because this one's just dumb. Who wrote the Declaration of Independence?
like a ton of people.
No, it was Thomas Jefferson.
Oh, that's who signed it. Fuck, kill me.
Yeah. That's what I mean. That's a history question. That's not like a brain teaser or anything.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, it got you, so either you're just dumb or it gets people.
Probably both.
Yeah.
It's a combination of the two.
If it takes 6 men 1 hour to dig 6 holes, how long does it take 1 man to dig half a hole?
Wait, it takes 6 men, 6 hours.
1 hour to dig 6
hour.
holes.
How long does it take 1 man to dig half a hole?
Yes.
A half hour.
Yep. Oh, no. You're wrong. This is a funny one. There's no such thing as half a hole.
Life is worth living.
It's so good. I love that one so much. That's like my favorite thing now.
Fucking Reese got me with one the other day. She like found it and it's like what belongs to you but you use it more than you do.
Oh,
and I thought of this for way too long.
It's like your face or something, isn't it?
Yeah, it's like your name, I think.
Yeah, it is your name.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dumb. Okay. Another brain teaser. You buy it to eat it, but you don't eat it. No, you buy it to eat, but you don't eat it. What is it?
Banana peel.
Silverware, probably. A plate, yeah. Why you don't buy a banana
You
peel
buy the
to
banana,
eat?
like you don't eat the peel.
But you buy it to eat. You don't buy just a peel.
You don't. You buy the banana to eat.
Yeah, and then you eat the banana.
Yeah, the banana peel's part of the banana, isn't it?
But you buy the whole banana. Yeah, it is. But you still
you
eat.
buy it.
But you eat the rest,
Yeah.
So it doesn't count.
Don't worry about it. I'm an intelligent individual.
What is a greater distance, 10 inches or 10 centimeters?
Inches.
Yeah. Let's check. 10 inches. Yeah. All right. We're gonna do some what am I brain teasers now.
Oh.
Okay, well, this first one is already not good, because this doesn't even end with what am I. But whatever. What can you break without touching it?
Silence.
A promise. Man, that's dark. You know someone got, like, screwed over when he wrote this one, too.
Yeah.
What can you break without touching it?
My heart.
Yeah, like, just, like...
Some, like, really emo kid, yeah. I can relate.
I'm gonna start doing that, like, at the end of all my descriptions. What can you break without touching it? My heart.
My subscriber button.
And then... What? What can you break without touching it? That subscribe button. that like button.
Yeah,
Gotta
like
hold. It's so bad. I can't even, like, it's bad. It's okay. Which is measured from the circle's center, the radius or the circumference?
The radius?
I think so. That's dumb, though. We're doing what am I...
Geometry, basically.
Yeah. We're doing what am I brain teasers, and it's like, hey, let's do some math.
Ew, math.
Alright, you like poetry?
No.
Well, that sucks, because
let's do it anyway, right?
we're gonna have some.
Yeah.
30 white horses upon a red hill. First they start stamping, then they stand still. What are the 30 white horses?
Then they start, what was it? They start stamping, then they stand still.
Yeah, on a red hill.
Oh.
This is dumb. This is horrible.
I'm guessing it's like assembly line. I don't know.
It's teeth. I don't get how that, like, that could have just been horses. That could have easily just been white horses.
How are teeth stamps?
Well, they start stamping, like you're chewing, and then they stand still, like you stopped. It's just dumb.
It's like way too many things have to line up to make that sound even.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Right.
It's a bit of a stretch, but whatever.
Yeah.
You may enter, but you may not come in. I have space, but no room. I have keys, but open, no lock. What am I?
I have keys, but open, no lock.
Oh, that's a good one. I know this one. I think you'll be able to get it too.
Key ring?
No.
Seems too obvious.
You want me to read it again?
Yeah.
You may enter, but you may not come in. I have space, but no room. I have keys, but open, no lock. What am I?
I have no idea.
A computer.
How does it have doors?
I never said it has doors.
That's what it said, yeah. It's like...
You may enter, but you may not come in. I have space, but no room. I have keys, but open, no lock. What am I? You were so confused. It has keys, what? Who would have heard such a thing as a computer key? Okay. So, we're gonna get serious here. What are you doing?
Pressing a button to skip a song on Spotify.
Oh, are you really listening to music right now, Pierce?
Yeah.
It's kind of outrageous.
Sorry.
It's kind of disrespectful.
I'm sorry.
I thought you were. I thought you enjoyed the podcast. Whatever. It's cool.
It's paused.
It's cool. It's whatever. I'm not even mad.
Want from me?
You probably shouldn't have done that. You probably just gave like half the people listening a heart attack. Because I saw that full-on gap in your teeth. Just kidding. I don't see any gap in your teeth.
No, I don't think
there might be one, but if there is, I can't see it.
Is there?
It doesn't look like it, even when you were like face into the camera, diving into the camera. I didn't see one.
At least I'm not diving into the microphone.
Yeah. You know, maybe you could stay seated like It's Guru did.
I am sitting.
Yeah, and then you like lean forward like that. That's weird. That's not. No, that's different.
Like, oh, it's a swivel chair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you could still stay down though. Or do what you want. I don't care. It's whatever. Okay. So, I am aware that you play League of Legends quite a bit.
Decent amount. Yeah.
A decent amount. No, I'd say it's definitely a solid bit.
Yeah.
So are you trying to get into the League of Legends competitive game?
Not really. Not really. It
the
people who are really good at League have like a lot of time on their hands, and like they are like doing this like they're staying up really late, and they're like it would take too much dedication, and I honestly don't think I like games like League. I'm not naturally gifted at, and like I feel like I don't have enough natural talent to get there on my own. So I don't think so.
Well, maybe you could start making some Fire League montages for your Young Gang channel.
Oh, heck yeah.
Jacknightamer.
Yeah, some like shitty Nightcore music and everything.
Just to make it complete, throw Nightcore in there.
Oh yeah.
There's nothing wrong with Nightcore.
There's this one champion that has a ton of montages of it on YouTube, and like they all have Nightcore. So like it's kind of just like a meme at this point. Like if they ever do a good play, you have to like type in chat like Q Nightcore. Logan, our good boy, Logan Houston plays that character, and yeah, we make him listen to Nightcore when he plays her. It's a fun time.
That's interesting. You know, Pierce, I wasn't going to do this. I had this idea, but I wasn't going to because I wanted to keep this family friendly, right?
Dude, I've yelled the F word like 4 times.
That's what I'm saying. I wasn't going to, but it's a little bit too late.
Yeah.
So, what we are going to do is we are going to smash or pass a couple female celebrities.
Oh, I'm so down. Here, do you want to put them in? Are you putting them in Skype, or are you putting them?
Well, I'm just going to read them off. But I can screen share for you if you would like.
Oh, I don't know names. Yeah.
Okay. So, let me just start screen sharing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, we got Johansson, right?
Scarlett Johansson, yeah.
Probably Smash.
Oh, oof. All right. She played Black Widow.
Yeah.
You aware of that?
That's why.
Dude, jeez. Men's Fitness is doing this. Ah, what? I don't want... This is outrageous.
Smash.
Are you seeing the amount of ads on here?
There's ad block, boy.
I have it, dude. I don't know.
How are they still getting through?
Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. Okay, so we already got the Johansson. Next.
With her long hair, yes. Short hair.
Jessica Biel. Right, I can zoom in for you a little bit. No, I can't, because the picture just instantly, like, morphs when I zoom in. Like, are you seeing this? I zoom out, and it does the same thing.
Yeah.
This is kind of outrageous.
That sucks.
You a fan of Regis Philbin?
No idea who that is.
Yeah, I don't know. Jennifer Lawrence.
Probably, yeah.
You know what's weird? Her nudes got leaked, and people just stopped caring about her.
Yeah.
Like, they're like, oh, we saw it.
Yeah, they're okay.
It's like, what are you doing? Megan Fox.
Probably.
Because she got hooked on meth, and now she's...
Oh, yeah, I've seen her recent pictures. No.
Yeah. Mila Kunis.
Nope.
Did you know that she voices Meg on Family Guy?
Nasty.
Yeah, and I think that's just her regular voice, too, so it's like, I don't want to hear that.
That's even worse.
Melanie Iglesias. Oh, wait, is this Gabriel Iglesias' daughter? You know how funny that would be?
I don't know. I could go either way.
Alright, her face is weird.
Yeah, that's kind of my thing.
Yeah. Alright, Kate Upton.
No.
No?
Too thought for me. Too big of titties, too.
What do you mean too big a thought?
Dude, she's a huge thought.
Dude, that's just her modeling career.
Makes her money, so I don't...
Yeah, no, not even that, dude. Like, she's actually, like, pretty cool in real life. If you watch, like, interviews and stuff, she seems cool.
Yeah, but still, too big of titties for me.
Okay.
There's a point for me where it gets too big.
Not understandable, but I'll be fine with it. Michelle Rodriguez. What's up with her face?
Yeah, that's my whole thing. Like, her forehead, like, looks like it goes on forever.
Amber Heard.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's a weird picture.
No. Yeah. It's like, I couldn't
Did you see her name? Juliana Ho. Vanessa Hudgens.
Like she's living in poverty? No.
Vanessa Hudgens?
No. She's old now. She's ancient.
No, she's not.
Dude, she's that chick from fucking...
High School Musical, yeah. But she was like 15 in that. Like, she was so young in that. Here, just for you, I will look up her age. There's no way she's older than 30.
29.
29. I was still right. No older than 30. Now.
Hot AF. These are going to be pictures from her, like, from years ago.
Maybe I shouldn't be showing this on my podcast.
Yeah.
Lauren Cohan.
Yes.
That was quick. Minka Kelly.
No.
Jamie Chung.
Probably.
Rihanna.
No.
Dude, what?
No.
It's crazy. She makes good music. Elsa Pataki.
No.
Jessica Alba.
Yeah.
Maria Menounos.
No.
No? Okay. Sophia Bush.
Yep.
My big thing is, why do people stand like this all the time and they get pictures taken?
Yeah, that's weird.
Beyonce.
Probably.
Okay. Well,
no, actually, no.
No? Okay, well, we're done with that.
Next time I'm making you do, like, fucking anime characters or some shit.
Next time? Who says there's going to be a next time?
Well, offended.
Okay. Well, we've been doing this for an hour and a half.
Yeah, if you want to keep going, we can keep going. If you want to end, we can end.
Well, I think the big question is, would you like to keep going?
Dude, Raven, I don't do anything. I'm down to keep going.
So you want to keep going?
You want to go on for like 20 minutes, half hour? I'm down.
Okay. Make it a 2-hour one.
Heck yeah, special one, dude.
A PBC podcast record.
That's what they get, dude. This is coming out a day late, you know?
Yeah, they gotta make up for it.
Yeah.
Just do like a 10-hour one, like just like outrageously long amounts.
24-hour podcast.
Dude, H3 did one with like Justin Roiland, and it went on for like 16 hours or something.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's crazy. I started watching it, and I got like an hour in, and I was like, how long is this gonna last? Move my mouse, and it's like that far in on the bar. I'm like,
yeah.
Okay.
I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me post up questions for the podcast ? On my Snap story.
Oh heck yeah.
Oh, and let's do it on a public story too.
Oh, Jacob's wondering if we want to go to Wiener, Arkansas for the road trip.
It's so weird.
That's a yes. That's a yes. If you Google search like the shittiest town names for that road trip and go to those.
Okay. So, Pierce.
What's up?
You want to try that again?
Hello. How are you doing today?
It's a little bit better. Spoken like a true intellectual. So.
Yeah, I've watched the opening of Rick and Morty.
So I see. Shut up, Pierce. That's a good show.
Yeah, I haven't seen it though.
I was hoping I had my hat laying around. I do not.
Do I have any shitty merch laying? I do have some shitty merch, but I'm not gonna grab it. It's really shitty.
Is it Young Laszlo merch?
I should get that.
Dude, you should. You know how funny that would be? Jacob's not getting it. His mom won't let him.
I have like no cash when I get a job.
Aiden Forberg didn't. It's kind of outrageous.
Yeah, that's what, I just dropped way too much cash on figures. Yeah.
Is that a Razer headset?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I just needed one.
First of all, that's pretty dumb.
Yeah. I want a Corsair one, but it works. Corsair is like my preferred brand of computer like parts.
Have you seen that new Razer mouse?
Yeah, it looks pretty okay.
The wireless one that charges on the pad?
I don't know. I've never been a fan of wireless just because, like, lower DPI.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, and I also like, here, we'll show you this one. I also like the custom lighting effects of, like, these. Just because you get, like,
the
lighting effects.
Charging one?
Mm-hmm.
I think I might have just seen a weird picture of it, but it's supposed to have lighting, like, all around here and, like, in between these and stuff. Yeah. And, like, it's supposed to have it, like, everywhere. So it definitely looks nice. It's just, it's wireless, and I don't know how bulky the mouse pad's going to be.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's USB, so, of course, if you do it, you're going to need to have one of these. I can't bring it up, but I have a pretty nifty USB hub sitting down here that I needed to buy just because I have too many USBs for YouTube and stuff, of course.
Oh, yeah. Is your back panel just, like, not big enough on your computer?
No, it's not. But, here.
I actually don't think I have that many. Like, my front panel has 2 USBs, and then my back panel has maybe 5, maybe 4, maybe 6. Not that many, though.
So, right now, I'm using a Lenovo pre-built, pretty average. A lot of people say that you can't upgrade a stock PC.
I would say I wouldn't say you can't. I would say it's more difficult.
Well, it's not really more difficult either.
Is it more difficult to find parts, though?
No.
Like, compatible ones?
The problem with it is, at least from my understanding, the problem with a pre-built is that instead of having, like, a custom case where you can hook up stuff to the power supply, you can't really hook stuff up to the power supply in a pre-built, which that's a problem because, of course, a lot of parts you need to hook it up to the power supply. And then, the case isn't meant for that. Like, I think this one doesn't even have a spot for a graphics card.
My case has so much space, yeah.
But, anyways, I'm hoping to splurge on a Wi-Fi card to put in the back of this one, which is so thin, right? Like, even worse than the one I'm using now. So I'm not going to be able to really upgrade this one. But
I didn't even buy a Wi-Fi card when I built mine.
This one is Intel i7.
The i7s are nice. I think I'm running on an i5 because I'll just run on my i5 until it dies.
Yeah.
I'll probably just get an i7 or an
i5 is a good gaming one, you know.
Yeah.
Anything past an i5 is basically just for more all-around stuff. But yeah, this one's a little bit better, and it's going to work great until I end up getting my custom built going. So
my issue with I've been debating like the i9 isn't it like running for like $3,000 like new right now?
I'm not sure.
That's when I last checked because I was looking to like upgrade a processor at some point because I'm trying to build. My sister wants me to build her a computer at some point.
Yeah, 1,000 for a new one. Yeah.
Yeah, they're pretty. They'll charge you a pretty penny.
Yeah, or an ugly penny. I'm sure they don't care what penny it is. It's still monetary value, currency.
What is it? There was like a thing. It's like as long as you have like a third of the dollar bill left, you can turn it in. But I saw that on the internet, but I don't think that's true. Because if it was you only had to have a third of the dollar bill to have it be considered good currency, wouldn't everybody just rip their dollar bills into thirds?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you basically what it is like if you tape it up, it's fine.
Oh, okay.
So like if I like basically tear up a dollar bill, if I can puzzle it back together and tape it, which it's illegal to destroy dollars, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah. Speaking of like currency, wasn't it like a big controversy? Like it's pretty common knowledge at this point. Like pennies cost more to make than they're worth.
Yeah, which is weird because zinc shouldn't cost that much.
I think it's the copper. Yeah.
But yeah, like copper, that's a copper coating.
Mhm. I think like I don't know. People are talking about like is it even worth to make them anymore? But like then again, like don't dimes like cost like nothing to make basically?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they make their money back. The U.S. is like strangely the only country that can like print money. Like everyone can print money, but like U.S. money isn't backed by anything anymore. Because it used to be like you could go to the bank and show them a dollar, be like, I would like this in gold, please. And we stopped that for a few years. It's back now, but that's why our currency like lost a lot of power for a while.
Yeah, zinc costs $3,485 for 1 metric ton of it.
Dang. Well, except for a metric ton, I guess. It's not that bad.
That is about 2,204.62 pounds.
Dang.
So it's definitely quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
How much does the average human weigh? I'd say like 150 maybe. Just because you gotta put in the outliers.
I guess like 160. Well, yeah, around there.
I'll just go with 200. You know, go safe.
What's this for? What like you doing like a questionnaire?
That weighs about 11 people. You could get 11 people worth of zinc for a couple thousand.
That's not bad though. It's actually a pretty good deal.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Yeah, the average weight now is about 195 pounds.
Yeah.
But of course, America also has quite an obesity problem.
Yeah, especially. Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's going down. We're not the fat. What are we like the 5th fattest country in the world now?
Something like that.
Yeah, it's still pretty bad though. Like whenever you just go to Walmart, you'll see how bad it is.
I don't get why people hate Walmart so much.
Oh, I don't hate Walmart.
But then I bought
on people at Walmart.
Like, well, people just treat Walmart like it's like some huge like corporate monster. And then I bought a game from Target, and they gave me like a free skin. Like I bought Watch Dogs from Target, right? And you know, in Watch Dogs, basically the only like customizability you got was you could change his trench coat.
Yeah.
They gave me like this really dope trench coat just for buying the game at Target, and I was like, dude, Target is so much better than Walmart.
Yeah. That's pretty cool, actually. Yeah. I go to Target majority of the time because, like, especially the Walmart around here, it doesn't stock very well when it comes to collectibles. So I always go to Target and check out Target pretty regularly for the more collectibles. Like the ones that I got from from Walmart a few days ago. It's like they stock really badly. Like our Walmart actually misses out on a lot of shipments of waves, so then I have to track their asses down on eBay, and it costs me like $40 more. And for a figure that should only cost like 15, and it gets pretty annoying. So,
you familiar with Spencer's?
Yes, I am. Oh man.
Spencer's are Hot Topic.
The employees at both creep me out. I think.
Dude, what do you mean? The employees at Spencer's just smoke a lot of weed all the time.
The ones at Hot Topic look like they're like debating killing themselves or everybody in the mall.
Yeah, no, dude. The people at Hot Topic are. I'm sure they're fine people.
Yeah.
It's just that like, the way they look is like the way they look. Helping. The way they look is Hot Topic, you know? Like,
yeah.
That's just the straight essence of Hot Topic. That
I think Hot Topic has like really good like band T-shirts.
Yeah.
And like really good like graphic tees, but I don't know. Like some of like they have like a lot of the weird shit too. But like so does Spencer's. I would probably say Spencer's.
I think Spencer's overall is just a better overall like merchandise store.
Yeah, because like they have like the fucking you have, like your plasma balls and shit.
Yeah.
You have the back section. You have like they have cool posters. They have like I think they have more snapbacks and stuff.
I love how the back section is just a well-known part of Spencer's.
Oh yeah.
I remember first time I ever went to Spencer's, I walk in and they had just this Bob Marley memorial set up out at front with like a ton of 420 shirts and stuff.
Dang.
I was all like, okay, well, that's cool.
I remember the first time I went to like Hot Topic and Spencer's, I was like I was in like my huge weeb phase, and I went in there and I just like saw all these anime shirts, and I just like was like, oh yes, I need all of these.
Yeah. Hot Topic is definitely a lot more mainstream, you know?
Yeah, I would say Hot Topic has like they're really good about getting on what's hot in this. No pun intended. What's hot in the season, and
well, like, it's not a pun; it's the store's pun because that's the name. That's why it's called Hot Topic.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, like Spencer's, Rick and Morty got popular, right? And then Rick and Morty became a meme, right? So nobody liked Rick and Morty anymore. Spencer's, basically, the seconds that Rick and Morty got popular, they had stuff in there. I got my Rick and Morty hat from Spencer's. Then the second it became a meme, they basically cleared it out. Now if you want a Rick and Morty shirt, you have to like dig for that. Hot Topic, meanwhile, they have it like they keep stuff around for way too long.
Yeah, they don't like. I wouldn't say it's like bad for business because like you still have those people who are really out of date. Yeah. But like I always like forget like how updated we are with like stuff because like there's still people on like in school yelling the way memes.
Yeah.
And like.
But yeah, like
Hot Topics, like you said, it's way more mainstream.
Yeah.
Spencer's is a lot better about getting in like the underground culture. Yeah.
But like Rick and Morty is still like just front page of Hot Topic because they got to get rid of all that.
The front page of Hot Topic is so like anything you think that's been like you've considered A's these past few months. Go on Hot Topic, it's like the front shot. It's like the front area when you first walk in.
Yeah, because they overstock everything.
Yeah.
Spencer's, I think that Spencer's, what they do is
the smell in Hot Topic gets to me too.
Yeah, it's not good. But I like Spencer's because they have like that discount box, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like if something is outdated by days, they have it in the discount box.
Yeah.
You know, like if like sales start to slow down and they're all like, throw it in the discount box. We don't want that.
Yeah, basically.
Which I really like about Spencer's.
Sorry, my hair's bugging me.
But, yeah, no, I'm a big fan of the show Rick and Morty still. So if I ever want my Rick and Morty,
I heard season 3 was like a little like downgrade in quality, but it was still pretty good.
Okay, I'm not even being sexist here. What it is they added female writers to the staff, right? Now, I have no problem with female writers being in the staff, but have them there from the start and have them there until the end. Because Rick and Morty, the first 2 seasons, I can loan you the discs if you want, but it was just straight up guy humor.
Yeah.
It was just guy humor, like how your Family Guy is and how your Simpsons is. Well, at the beginning of The Simpsons, at least. You know, it was just guy humor.
This has gone downhill so fast. Oh my god.
But it was just guy humor. Then they bring in female writers. Female writers don't understand guy humor like guys do.
Especially like the kind of humor that like, because Rick and Morty definitely like from what I've seen of it has like a very like specific humor type that it appeals to. Like you're not trying to really appeal to like your like Adam Sandler fans and like, it has a very specific audience, and I feel like from what I've understood, the new writers did not know
Yeah.
what that was. Like, I haven't seen the show, so like I could be completely wrong here and talking out of my ass, which I kind of am. But like, yeah, that's my understanding of the situation.
Yeah. I'm not even trying to sound... I'm going to sound so cringy saying this, but it really is, honestly, like, it's a more intelligent show, I guess. And I don't want to I don't want to say it like that because then I sound all cringy, but it's like, it's sci-fi. You know, if you make a sci-fi show, that's just what it's going to be. You know? Like, that's just the truth. Like, if you get, like, C averages, you're not going to go out and watch Star Trek and appreciate it as much as someone who gets, like, who understands science.
Yeah, very much.
You know what I mean? And that's the same thing with Rick and Morty. Like, they made an entire thing talking about the timelines and how you can get alternate timelines and stuff. And it's like, no, you don't appreciate that unless you are into that and if you understand it. And again, I feel so cringy saying that. Like, you have to be a true intellectual to understand.
Yeah. No.
But it's like
Rick and Morty definitely appeals to, like, the people who, like, if you're really into those things, Rick and Morty has, like, well, I think this is a lot of things in shows. Like, you ever, like, rewatch, like, a big example for me was Spaceballs. I didn't understand half the shit in Spaceballs when I first saw it. Do you ever have like that when you go back and rewatch a movie and you realize all those things they put in there, like, you can now appreciate? It's like, I wouldn't say it's so much like that. It's just so much that, like, you notice it the second time around because, like, you're gonna enjoy that so much more because you have a deeper understanding of what the writer was trying to get to.
Yeah. But my big thing with Rick and Morty season 3, all right, this is the last thing I really want to say, but I mean, if you want to talk about it a little more, whatever.
I haven't seen the show, so yeah.
But season 3 basically made it like a drama, like how Narcos was. The first 2 seasons were supposed to be sci-fi. They were supposed to have, like, they were supposed to be comedy, but they were supposed to be like smart comedy. You know what I mean? Yeah. And again, I feel cringy just talking about this.
Yeah,
but
Rick, like, from what it wasn't so much just like, oh yeah, fart joke, like, slapstick. It like it took understanding. It took, like, setup. Yeah. I got you.
Another big thing is that the burp has become kind of a meme, right?
The burp is such a meme.
But the big reason for that is if you look back at Justin Roiland's first thing, and I'm not trying to defend Rick and Morty here, the burp gets on my nerves 100%. I think the burp is stupid. I think the burp
the first season, it was, like, really bad. Like, I've heard it gets toned down.
Yeah, it does. But the burp was just a mistake. They shouldn't have put it in there. But if you look back at what it originally was, it was Doc and Marty. That's what the original thing was. I don't know if you heard about that. But that was them making fun of Back to the Future.
Yeah.
And of course, Doc is some Doc Brown or whatever. Mm-hmm. He's some alcoholic, schizophrenic dude who, like, just builds a time machine, you know?
Yeah.
So that's what he was trying to copy. That's why he had the burp in that short film, whatever.
Yeah.
So then that inspired Rick and Morty. So I understand why they would want to keep the same thing, but it's just the burp is just annoying.
Yeah, they thought it was like an important part. Yeah. Gives you more, like, feeling as, like, what his motives are. Yeah.
Yeah. Are you familiar with Chekhov's gun?
It sounds familiar, but I could not tell you what it is.
Well, this is a big thing with the new Star Wars movie, all right?
Yeah.
Chekhov's gun is basically a filmmaking / play theory.
It's like if you put the gun on a table, you have to use it.
If you introduce a gun in the first act, it better go off in the second.
Yep.
Star Wars, the first act, or the first movie, I'm messing with a rubber duck. In the first act, they introduce Snoke, and they introduce who are Rey's parents. Spoiler warning, by the way. Who hasn't seen the first Star Wars by this point, I'm just going to start talking about the second one.
Yeah.
But, spoiler warning, if not, skip forward a little bit, and, yeah.
No timestamps.
But, anyways, then, the second one, right? Snoke just dies, and you have no backstory, and you find out that Rey's parents were just alcoholics who left her in a ditch.
Yeah.
Horrible.
It was like, okay, like, this is what I don't like, is, like, there was interviews beforehand. Like, I have many issues with the new Star Wars movie, but, I'm not gonna get into how much I love Star Wars, but, there was a whole, like, there's an interview with, like, how they were gonna handle the changing of directors between the two films. This, like, came out a few years ago, and it was like, yes, we still have a roadmap set out for the movies, and the new director will still follow it. But then there was another interview released a few months before the movie came out, and he's like, yeah, I had complete creative freedom, and I could take the movie wherever I wanted. So it's very obvious that like what J.J. Abrams had set up and what Rian Johnson did were two very different things. Cause it's gonna be so weird because J.J.'s gonna come back for the next one.
Oh, he is?
And like, yeah, because I feel like J.J. is like, he'll try to put out the fire.
I think here's what's gonna happen. Because of course, Mr. Abrams did have a storyline set up.
Yeah.
I think what he's going to do is he is going to dedicate at least a good 15 minutes of the movie to Snoke.
Yeah.
We're going to find out who Snoke is.
I really don't want it to be in a book. I like, as much as I love reading like Star Wars books, because I read a lot of them, but I think like just because how much people were looking forward to it, not everyone wants to read a book, I think it should definitely be in a very mainstream way for people to find it.
What I think is going to happen is we're going to have 15 minutes dedicated to just who Snoke is, right?
That would be awesome.
Second, I think that what we're going to find out is that, like, Rey's going to find, like, a capsule or something that shows that her parents were more than just drunks, pointless people who just, you know,
I think the nice thing about how they set that up is it could very easily be a lie.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, too.
I really hope it is. Like, if Rey's parents are a nobody, I'm okay. I guess I'd be okay with it. I don't think it'd be... Because Star Wars has always been a story of the Skywalkers, so I think it'd be weird if she wasn't at least related to somebody. Because, like, I don't like Rey as a character, because Rey is the definition of a Mary Sue.
I think Finn easily should have been the main character.
Finn was such a good character in the first movie. Finn was, like, my highlight of the first movie. I think Finn got the short end of the stick in this movie.
Yeah.
Like, John Boyega did a good job and all that, but, like... When he was gonna die, I felt like he should. When he was like gonna self-sacrifice, he should have done that. I fucking hated Rose's character.
Mary Sue, that's like when like they're just the perfect character, and there's nothing wrong. They
don't have anything wrong with them. They have to go through little to no training. Like Rey, like okay, so Rey has basically the equivalent of what Anakin Skywalker and Luke Skywalker had at the height of their power. I'm gonna go full fucking nerd here, fair warning. But so. Rey, like even with Anakin, who was the chosen one, and was like people are like being like, oh yeah, if Rey's parents were a nobody, then she must have been like born like purely of the Force, like Anakin was, you know, like a child of the Force and all that shit. And they're like, so she wouldn't have to go through all that training, but Anakin still did. Anakin had like 15 years of training with Obi-Wan, and I think that like nothing against Daisy Ridley, she's a great actor. I think she does a really good job, and like all of the scenes with her, Kylo Ren. And Adam Driver and Mark Hamill were the best scenes of the movie, hands down. But I feel like they didn't show nearly enough progression with her training, and I don't know. I felt like they did that kind of wrong.
The comic relief was bad too.
It was very mistimed.
Like she sees Kylo standing there, and then they're like all confused, and then she's all like, "Can you put a shirt on, please?" And it's like, really? Yeah. You have to just do that out of nowhere,
like, the only like joke that genuinely got me, like none of them like made me laugh, but like the only one that I thought was like, I thought none of them were appropriate. Like some of them I'm like, okay, that's fine, but like probably the one that pissed me off the most was like when he got Luke's lightsaber, like when Luke was given his lightsaber and he just threw it.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, like this is like. Even if like it, like I think Luke has more respect for it than that, because like it was his father.
Not even that, but it's like I understand him throwing it. I just think instead of it being like he grabs and he's like I think they should have done it more dramatic than that, you know. But instead he just like shrugs it off and just like
to her, or like
not even that, like not like just like full force like fling it, just like toss it to the side or something really quick, you know, and walk away.
Yeah, because like it ruined the moment. Like if you're trying to show that, like he does not want it. You can do it in a far better way.
Yeah.
Like, I felt like whenever they were, like, building up to, like, another thing that I didn't like is, like, you know, when, like, Rey was, like, on that rock, right, sitting on that rock with Luke, and she was, like, learning how to use the Force, and she's, like, feel out, and she, like, reaches her hand out. I thought that was, like, really, I didn't like that, because it was, like, they're trying to build up to a moment.
Yeah. I wasn't really a big fan of how they tried to show that she was like somewhat dark side too. Like, I understand what they were trying to do.
A really good job with that.
But then out of nowhere, like, the freaking, like, pedestal she's on just blows up or something. Like, just, like, it's like, what are you... How does that relate to this random hole sitting out in the middle of nowhere?
Yeah, like, her scene with her in, like, the mirror and seeing all the clones of herself, that didn't feel, like, very, like... Because you know how, like, the Force has always had, like, a kind of a feel to it, I should say?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm nothing against, like, introducing new Force powers. I think that's cool, but, like, it's just the way you do it, because, like, the Force has always kind of, like, felt, like, streamlined up until, like, that vision.
Yeah.
At least for me. That just, like, felt like... It just reminded me of, like, Harry Potter. And,
yeah.
Like, yeah.
Mr. Abrams did a good job. He basically only used the Force powers that were familiar.
Yeah. I thought, like,
and then
the Force, like, illusion was cool, but, like...
I think the big thing is that Luke ends up passing at the end of using that, right? Because it used up, like, the rest of his power, right?
Yeah.
I understand that, but it's like, how could he have done it for that long? And he's just now dying, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, okay, well, maybe it doesn't take that much of a toll. When they're, like, wasn't it, like, a full planet away? Like, it was a completely different planet.
Yeah.
And this is not even, it's not like, it's just, like, a visual trick. He swings at him, it goes through him, and then he can touch him, and he can, like, do that stuff. So it's like, of course, that's going to be pretty taxing on your body.
I didn't like what they did with Luke in general. Like, Luke was always, like, I get that, like, characters changed on that, but, like, Luke was always, like, this optimistic guy, and, like, sure, if Luke felt defeated after his academy failed, I get that, but I don't see Luke as the kind of guy to, like, just go cry on a rock for 30 years.
Yeah.
Like, I really wish they would have been like, yeah, I've been here for 30 years, but I've been doing something. I've been planning. I've been training. I have become, like, so strong or something, but he just did nothing.
Also, you being the full Star Wars nerd you are, am I missing something, or does Leia having the Force make sense?
Leia having the Force was in the... So, like, you know how, like, when Disney took over, they, like, got rid of all, the stuff that was, like, made before that? So... in the immediate stuff following Return of the Jedi, it's now non-canon, but Leia did have Force powers. She did learn how to use them eventually, but it took her a long time because she was, like, doing government stuff and she had other duties, but she did eventually she never became, like, as good as Luke, but, like, she did have Force abilities. But how they made the Force work is, like, I get Leia floating through space, like, Force bubbles have always been a thing. The way they did it was really weird.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody liked that scene, and, like, I felt like Leia, if they didn't want to kill her off there and they want to, like, put her in a coma for the rest of the movie, I felt like...
Your audio's cutting out.
Are we good?
Your audio just cut out, but we're good now.
Alright. No, but I think that Leia... I think they should have killed her off in this movie.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, Carrie Fisher. But, oh my god, I'm not gonna get into that. Carrie Fisher was great though. She hosted Star Wars Celebration every year that was live streamed, and I remember watching that. But yeah, I think they had two really good opportunities to kill her off, which was, I thought if she would have died when Kylo was, like, gonna shoot her, but then he hesitated, but then the people behind him shot her. I thought that was really good, and I also thought that she should have done, like, the suicide, like the hyperspace suicide thing. I thought the hyperspace suicide was really cool, but it kind of defeats the purpose of, like, space combat.
Yeah.
At the same time, because, like, shields, like, don't work that way. But
yeah.
That's I'm not gonna get too far into that. But yeah, Leia having Force powers is interesting, but, like, the way they did it, because they'd kind of already established that she didn't have them.
Yeah. I think it's funny how first thing that's Disney does, they receive the rights to Star Wars, and then they're like, all that Cartoon Network bullcrap doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah.
Not even part of the story, and it's like, well, okay then.
Yeah, I think what they kept is, like, what's still canon now is all of the films, Star Wars Rebels, and the Clone Wars. I think that's it. But then, like, all their comics and stuff Disney is releasing post 2013 is canon. So it's really weird. Like, all of, like, the books and stuff that I had read, and like a lot of the cool comic series, like I don't really think the way they did it was good. I get that like if you want to make a new like story after episode 6, because that's clearly what they wanted to do, they had to get rid of the post episode 6 stuff, but they had a lot of stuff like before that, like the Clone Wars era stuff. Like there's a lot of good Clone Wars era comic books and novels out that could have easily been kept, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And same with like Old Republic stuff. Like your Knights of the Old Republic game, that's not canon anymore. And like the Knights of the Old Republic does nothing that contradicts with what they're doing now.
Yeah.
So,
so I'm going to ask you this, since I don't think there is an actual official timeline. Do you think Rebels takes place before or after this timeline? Because I think I have no clue what it even is supposed
Rebels
to be.
is Rebels, like the Cartoon Network show.
The movie and the show, yes.
Yes, Rebels takes place in between 3 and 4. It starts approximately 3 years before episode 4.
Oh, actually?
Mm-hmm.
I always thought it was after all that.
Yeah, no, it's in between 3 and 4.
It's so weird.
Mm-hmm. I think since they announced that this is going to be the last season of Rebels, they're like, yeah, we're gonna end the show now because the guys who made Rebels also made Clone Wars, and they said the reason, like, because like they said that we could drag the story on, was like we would like to have this show have a nice conclusive ending because Clone Wars did not have a conclusive ending, and people are still really upset about that.
Probably because it was a bad show.
Clone Wars is bad. I would say up until halfway, there are a few good episodes in the first 2 seasons, but watch 4 episodes. If you're gonna give Clone Wars a second chance, watch 4 episodes.
I'm not going to. It's a bad show.
Once you get past seasons 1 through 2, dude.
I watched it throughout its entire lifespan. I watched an episode here and there throughout its entire lifespan, and I never got into it. Just never was appealing to me. It's like
I'll have to. Yeah, if I had to like.
I think Rebels is better than the Clone Wars, honestly.
I think Rebels suffered from the same issues as the Clone Wars. Rebels started really slow. I think Rebels Season 2 is really good. I thought Season 1 started off really slow. I liked
Season 1.
What I didn't like about Season 1 was it felt like a lot of like one-off stories.
I guess.
Like when they started getting into like the more overarching stuff, like that's kind of like my issue with the Clone Wars in its early seasons too, is it was a lot of like one-off stories that didn't feel like they led anywhere and they weren't that interesting. That's like in Clone Wars up until like in the first season, the only episodes I would consider any good are Rookies, which is a phenomenal episode. Like if you're gonna watch one episode of the Clone Wars, if I like had to like show like people one episode, try to get them into it, I would show them Rookies from season 1.
My big thing is Rebels feels like a movie, right?
Yes.
The Clone Wars felt like a TV show.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that.
What I like about Rebels is Rebels has a very clear it has a very more clear direction, because Clone Wars jumps around a lot with storytelling.
Yeah.
Like because Rebels is very more linear because it follows like the Ghost Crew, and it's I think it reminds me a lot of like just like the other Star. Well, I don't know. I was gonna say like an anime because like it also follows a ship crew, but I'm not gonna get into that.
Another thing is I was going to give Rebels a second chance because I heard that it was still good, and then I hear, hey, Clone Wars said Darth Maul is still alive. No, he's not. I don't care what anybody says, he's not. Darth Maul's one of my favorite characters, and I still don't want him to be alive still.
I like the way they handled it, personally.
I think just because they said he was alive and that ruined it.
I didn't like the idea of Darth Maul being because like Darth Maul being alive had been a concept for a while. I was very against it in how they solved it in comics because it wasn't interesting at all. It was just like, yeah, he came back and he was pissed off at Obi-Wan, because there's this one comic that it very much it's I think where they drew inspiration for Maul's death scene in Rebels. Oh, spoiler. Yeah, that was kind of already a given though. But basically Obi-Wan is like outside of his house, like kind of like protecting, like he's like outside like Luke's house because he heard that because he like kind of caught wind that Maul was going towards him, and like basically him and Obi-Wan just had like a big a fight in the desert. When he died.
Darth Maul, he fell from an extremely tall height, right? That's how he died originally.
It's different. He fell into a pit. He fell into what was the trash, basically.
Yeah.
Same thing as like what happened to Luke. on episode 5. But he was cauterized. He was cut in half and he was cauterized. So because like lightsabers cauterize all their wounds.
Yeah.
The main thing is like he could have, from the injury itself, he could have lived. It basically comes down to how he landed. And how it goes in Clone Wars is Darth Maul, like when they first find him, he's completely insane. Like he's like not mentally stable. He is like just completely destroyed, and he is on like a junk planet. And his like Savage Opress goes and finds him, and he basically builds up an underground crime empire and is trying to find a way to kill Sidious, like Emperor Palpatine and Obi-Wan, because they both like Obi-Wan like ruined his like life obviously, and Sidious like cast him aside.
So I just watched that death scene really quick, and at first, because I haven't seen it in forever, right? I mean, I've seen it just a little bit ago, but that was the Lego version. So, but anyways, at first it looks like he's still intact. So I'm like, all right, that would be fine. And then when he's falling, you can see his legs are actually separated.
Yeah,
from it. Now, assuming that this is your average space garbage, I suppose he could have found something down in there that he could build to connect his feet back to his body.
Yeah,
for at least enough time and stuff, you know?
Yeah, he had like robotic.
But then I still have to ask, what are they throwing away?
I have no idea.
That lets him build.
He got put on like a junk planet. He like was put in basically like he stowed away on like basically like Star Wars is like certain planets. They're just designated for dumping shit.
Yeah, I get that. But it's like still like what are you throwing away?
No idea.
Where it's like within like crawling area.
Yeah. Well, a lot of like some of it was done by like this like creature that he force choked to do it for him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, then that makes more
like
sense.
I think like as an idea, I do think Darth Maul coming back like kind of ruined his like I would have been like that's why I didn't like how they did it up until Clone Wars. I just like how Clone Wars did it because it did it like in a way that felt like not so much like realistic, but like it made like they didn't just bring Darth Maul back because Darth Maul's a cool guy. That's what I don't like. I don't like that they're just like, let's just bring him back because the fans like him.
Yeah.
They brought him back, obviously because the fans like him too, but like they brought him back with a story, and he had a story arc, and when his story arc is finished, he died. I don't like when they just like keep characters around just because people like them. I think that's bad storytelling.
Yeah. My big thing is like, so clearly they're throwing away stuff that lets him build his own like robotic leg system.
Mm-hmm.
So it's metal that's going down.
Yeah, he looked like a weird spider thing. It was weird.
Also,
for a little bit,
he dropped his lightsaber.
Yeah, it's like half his lightsaber.
Yeah. So either he landed on metal or he landed on his lightsaber.
Yeah.
Either way, he should be dead.
Yeah.
From that high of a fall onto lightsaber, unless of course somehow he like force cushioned himself.
How Darth Maul lived? I'm actually gonna search that. There might be a book about how Darth Maul lived.
But it's just I don't know, like unless he somehow like force cushioned at the bottom or something.
Yeah.
Like I just don't see any way that he could really have survived.
Darth Maul survive Reddit. I found a Reddit article. Let's see what Reddit has to think.
Reddit is either severely trustworthy or the least trustworthy source you could possibly have.
Hardly bottomless and through sheer force of rage, manifested force legs, and escaped the planet, lived off of vermin for 12 years before his brother found him.
But it doesn't explain how he survived the fall?
No, there's nothing like... Yeah, a lot of people... Okay, and Sith Dark Forces too had been cut off. How does he take a shit because he got that chopped off? We can presume Zabrak, which are the species of Darth Maul's internal physiology is the same as humans, and they may have an anus located in the smaller bag of... Okay, this is somebody like wrote like a paragraph on how Darth Maul takes a shit. Here, I'll link you this article. I'll link you this Reddit post. It's pretty good.
Yeah, like Darth Maul is one of my favorite characters. Like whatever movie that is was my favorite because the disc was Darth Maul's face.
Yeah, I have the same disc, dude.
Like that's what I liked about it, you know? Because Darth Maul was always my favorite. I liked his double-edged thing. I always liked Darth Maul. Which, okay. Here's the thing, is like, I feel like something that I thought was really funny was his double-edged sword is kind of a double-edged sword.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's funny, but
I thought that was good, yeah. And like especially when it comes to like combat, like the main reason like they used it was because like sure it can hamper mobility in some cases, but like the main reason they used it was good for intimidation.
Yeah.
Because like that's the main reason like the Sith, that's like Sith's main weapon. And like another question that comes up a lot is like why like people just didn't use the Force on General Grievous. That's a good one. There is kind of reasons, but yeah.
Well, isn't he still like part whatever he is?
Yeah, Kalish. Yeah, human. Yeah, he had like organic organs. But yeah, the reason they didn't use the Force on him was because he had like, first off, it was like resistant, like the material. Like there's very few Force resistant materials, but his armor is one of it. What his armor's made out of is one of them, and only like used intimidation, so like the Jedi couldn't focus. And if like he ever felt like they weren't intimidated enough, he usually backed off.
Yeah, I was gonna say overall throughout all the movies, Grievous was a pretty passive guy.
Yeah,
but
like he didn't have the Force, and he'd get fucked.
Yeah, but I feel like instead of having a Force resistant material, I would have done like I like the whole intimidation thing. Like I like that.
Yeah,
but I think because that adds like a whole new thing of just like his personality too, you know? Because he
really had to rely on, because he didn't have the Force, he had to really rely on like that, like even like the spinning, like like the spinning movie does when he's fighting Obi-Wan. Yeah, like stuff like that.
His dialogue is really aggressive, but his actions are really passive.
Yeah,
you know,
he's
it adds
such an interesting character.
Yeah. But I feel like I could have done it better. Like the little bit of human that's left in him is like blocking it. I don't know. I just don't like thinking that there's a Force resistant material because that just seems a little bit cheap to me.
Yeah, it wasn't so. Yeah, that was like there's a few. It's like not even really that like resistant. It's like there's that, and it's like there's also like a lightsaber resistant metal, but yeah, the main thing is like there's a scene from like a 2003 micro animated series they did. If you've seen Samurai Jack, the same guy who made that made the micro animated series. So I actually have the discs over there, but yeah, there's this whole like scene where Grievous is killing off some Jedi, like this group of Jedi, and he has to he relies really heavily on intimidation and keeping them like scared of him because he knows like basically anyone who can has a calm head and isn't scared of him beats him. That's like why I think Obi-Wan probably beat him, because Jedi have to if they're really scared, it's really difficult for them to use the Force.
I think a big thing with Obi-Wan was he wasn't afraid to die.
Obi-Wan's probably one of my favorite characters in all of Star Wars. Love Obi-Wan.
But yeah, because I feel like a big part of it was that one dude, what was it, Window Shek or whatever it is, the guy at the beginning, because he dies, and then Obi-Wan's well, that kind of sucks, you know?
Yeah.
So I think that Obi-Wan was just kind of after that, he's just not afraid to die anymore, and that's what kind of makes him such a interesting main character. Well, not main character, but
yeah. He's Obi-Wan's probably one of my favorite characters, just because how he it's kind of how he deals with most situations. He doesn't sure, he doesn't take them the most seriously, but he always has a really good understanding of everything, and he's always felt he was in control of the situation.
Did you see the Mythbusters episode on whether or not it actually mattered that Obi-Wan had the high ground or not?
No.
That's a real thing. It's so good.
They can't kill my memes like that.
They actually test
Did it matter? But did it matter?
No, I think that they actually decided that it was more hurtful to them overall.
What? No, he has the high ground. He's fine.
Yeah, no, I love that still. Just I have the high ground. He just acts like he's some ungodly being because he has the high ground.
He has the high ground.
And then also, another part of Star Wars I'm not a big fan of is when I first saw this video, I thought that it was voiced over. But Anakin realizes he's Darth Vader. And he's just gives like this half-hearted just no.
Yeah.
Like just like this really
Yeah.
really just like
talking about.
horrible just.
Yeah. There's like quite a few like really bad like voice acting things in there. Yeah. That was a weird arc. The first time I saw that, like I remember, like I rewatched the Clone Wars a lot, and I remember whenever I got to that arc, I usually skipped it. I didn't really appreciate like what it was trying to do until like I rewatched just like I think it was 2 years ago. I actually like enjoyed it. But when I first, it's such a weird arc. It's just like the Clone Wars does like a bunch of different things. Like they like the murder mystery episode, like the Western episode, like that episode. I don't know what the fuck they were trying to do, but like it was like trying to get into like the more like just like understand the Force more, but like in a really weird way. It was like exploring like Anakin being the chosen one and shit. Yeah, it was weird. It's probably like I didn't really go back and watch it until like there was a bunch of theories that people were like talking about like with like Ahsoka's death, like is Ahsoka dead, and like that was a part of it. So I'm like, well, I have to rewatch it now, damn it.
Ahsoka, she was like that weird green person or whatever, right?
Yeah, Anakin's Padawan. Ahsoka, like, I really have to admire what they did with Ahsoka, because Ahsoka started as like this whiny little bitch in the first 2 seasons, but like when actually I think why I started enjoying the Clone Wars more in season 3, like when Ahsoka gets her outfit change is probably like when she starts actually becoming a really good character. Like she's like becomes like independent, and she's like, oh, she just becomes such a good character, and she like grew from like one of my like I fucking hated Ahsoka in the first 2 seasons. She just is this annoying little shit, but like in like season 3, like you really grow to like the character and care for her. So I love how they handled Ahsoka, and I was pretty sad. We don't even know if Ahsoka's dead or not yet, so I'm still pretty sad about that.
Yeah, that's another thing that I don't like about Star Wars, is it feels like now they're just like, alright, let's try to just put everything like up but not give anything away.
Yeah. Like I feel like the only show that like really like plays like that doesn't play it safe right now is Rebels. Yeah. Rebels is like, but they did say they are telling us what happened to Ahsoka this year, so I'm happy. I think the main reason like they didn't want to, because like you can't really have Ahsoka be alive. I think they should have just killed her. I don't want her to die, but like from a storytelling perspective, there's no way you cannot kill her. Just because like episode 4, we've all seen it. She's done in it, you know.
Yeah. Speaking of violence in Disney movies, The Incredibles is the most demented Pixar movie out there.
Isn't it getting a second one soon?
Yeah, but think about it. All right. Overall, nobody dies in Pixar movies. And then you get to The Incredibles. The movie opens off with him saving somebody from suicide. And the dude starts, like, cussing him out because he wanted to die.
Yeah. Well, then there's, like, that entire sequence later in the movie where he's like, yeah, I killed all, like, where he's, like, in his, like, his computer room, and he finds, like, all the list of all the people that he's killed. Yeah.
And then also...
That's, like, the darkest Pixar movie.
They're talking about... Yeah, it's such a good movie. But they're talking about costumes, and then the designer's like, nope, no capes. And then she shows like this montage of people getting just slaughtered by capes.
Yeah.
Mr. Incredible gets thrown down into a weird water cave, and he comes face to face.
Half that movie too.
What? Yeah, like just weird stuff. And then they come face to face with a skeleton, just a dead skeleton sitting underneath this water cave. And then finally, like the last death of the movie, the like 512th death, is when what was his name? I can't remember. Like the villain. He ends up getting sucked up by a jet.
The jet engine. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, dude, what is wrong with this movie?
Oh, I'm looking forward to the new one.
Yeah, definitely.
I think my favorite Pixar movie is between that, Cars, and Toy Story.
Incredibles is my favorite by far. Either that or Finding Nemo.
Finding Nemo is so good. I forgot about that one.
But anyways, are you aware of the Incredibles game, Revenge of the Underminer?
No, I'm not.
You know how The Incredibles ends with that weird mole dude drilling up from the bottom and he says, "I am the Underminer."
Yes.
They made
like put the masks on. Yeah.
Yeah, they made a game about that. So what I'm wondering is this new? Is this new Incredibles 2 going to be them fighting the Underminer, or is it going to take place after the game?
I would guess probably. I'd probably guess after.
Because here's the thing,
like starting a movie and then like with like that'd be kind of weird.
Well, yeah, but I think my big thing is, I think one of the most intriguing parts of The Incredibles was that it had no sequel for the longest time, and everybody wanted to know who this Underminer character was.
Yeah.
You know, like I feel like that was an
insane thing. Yeah, I never put too much thought into the Underminer, to be completely honest. I just kind of thought it was like just the movie's way of showing that like they're still superheroes and like.
It's such a good game, though. I love that game so much.
I'll have to play it.
But yeah.
What's it for?
Original Xbox and PS2.
I do have a PS2.
But yeah, no, it's a fun game. But yeah, that's my big thing is like, also, did you see the game theory video or film theory?
No.
Who's the
most? I've watched a MatPat video in so long.
Oh, well, it was who is the most powerful Incredible? Obviously, Jack. He starts it off like, yeah, so for this one I'm going to already eliminate Jack because chances are that he is the most powerful because they show that in the trailers for this new one. And it's like, that's not good science. Yeah. You know? Like, he prides himself on being a scientist and then he just does bad science.
Matt just like kind of like gets on my nerves lately.
He's
such a smart guy, but like...
Yeah, he could do so much more with it. But I feel like most of his theories are... Which, I think a lot of the stuff that he does is psychological, too. Mm-hmm. It's, But, he just prides himself on science, which is why I like the older ones more than I like the newer ones. Because now it's just bad science. Like, again, you can't just eliminate Jack just because it is proven. Like, I can't say that I can't say, like... Okay, I want to know why things fall down, but I'm eliminating gravity because that's basically proven right now. You know, like you can't just do that.
Yeah, the whole thing like about like I also liked about MatPat is like the old. I feel like MatPat, like the older MatPat, at least this sounds so like saying the old MatPat sounds so, yeah. But I feel like the old MatPat would have been like, oh yeah, this is the most powerful and incredible because if they did X, Y, and Z, they would make them like. So like more powerful. Yeah,
that too. What the film theory ended up being. I only watched like the first 5 minutes, but it was like, let's see how strong Mr. Incredible's super strength is, right? And I was really hoping that he would have used Jack, because of course Jack is the most powerful. He has the abilities basically of Mr. Incredible's super strength because he can change forms. Mm-hmm. You know, super speed. What?
His form changing looks really cool. I hope they explore that more in the new movie.
He shoots lasers out of his eyes so he can hit enemies from a distance.
He's the only one of them with like a distance attack.
Yeah, which I was saying the only one that could really compete with his ranged attack would be
probably
Dash.
Violet because we're shields.
Well, yeah, maybe, but I'd say Dash
more. But she can't attack. She can just defend herself.
Yeah. But Dash could like just sprint up there and just take him out real quick, you know? Mm-hmm. So yeah, Jack just overall has everything. And then of course if he turns into a freaking lead ball, no one can hurt him, so he already beats out Violet's ability right there.
Yeah.
He has form changing, which isn't as good as Stretch Woman, whatever. It's not as good as her ability, but if he needs to float, he can turn into like Sponge or something, you know? Mm-hmm. So overall, he like just beats out everybody.
Yeah.
But of course he had to take him out, and it's like, well, what the heck?
Yeah.
But yeah,
I hope we get introduced to more heroes because we just had like the 4 of them the 5 of them and Frozone.
Yeah, I'm definitely a fan of Frozone. I hope he's in the new one.
Oh, I'll be sad if he's not.
I liked him even before he was a meme. I hope they don't incorporate that meme in there too.
Oh, if they do, I'll be so sad. I don't think Disney will. I don't think they.
I'm not sure.
Disney doesn't seem like the company to follow the memes.
Yeah. But yeah, I was a big Frozone guy. Growing up.
Was really cool.
But then another thing about MatPat is I watched a video of, like, I almost wrote for Game Theory, and he said, like, what MatPat told him was that a lot of what MatPat does can be misproven. His theories, if you look hard enough and you search harder than he does, not even harder, but if you search just as hard as he does, you can disprove his theories. The main thing is he knows what to leave into a theory and what to leave out to make it make sense.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, a lot of them too are like especially like some of his I mean the best examples like the FNAF theories is like those are just like more so just like what ifs than like actual like theories.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of like the ones that can be disproven are like can easily be disproven, but like I feel like that's what he's doing with the new ones is making it so they can't be disproven.
Yeah.
By making them just be like this is how this would happen and all that crap.
Crap, what was I gonna say? I know I had another Star Wars note for you, but I can't remember what it was.
Star Wars is like the amount of like time I've put into like reading Star Wars books and stuff. Star Wars is like it's kind of hard for me to like keep supporting it though, which is like the way they're going down with it. I don't know.
Star Wars is becoming a problem.
I don't like they're pumping out movies every year, but Disney has that problem in general right now, like especially like Marvel and all that shit.
Crap, I cannot remember what I was gonna say.
It
was such a good one too. Whatever, I'll just have to try to think of it.
You said you've seen Rebels, right?
Yeah, I've seen the movie and I've seen the first season. I have not watched the second.
Oh, I was gonna say, if you know who Admiral Thrawn is from season 2, he's actually a character from Legends that Disney made on canon that the guy who makes the show loved. The guy who makes that show is like my favorite person who's working at Disney right now, because he basically like whenever like Disney makes a decision that he's not okay with, he basically just puts it in Rebels. He's just like is giving Disney the finger right now, and I think it's pretty funny.
Crap, I'm still trying to think of what that was.
Yeah.
But Disney, I think Disney definitely follows the memes a little bit.
Yeah, in some ways. Like I would say the new Star Wars movie they like overdid it.
Yeah. Okay. I think that they follow the memes. I just don't think that they like to incorporate it in there. Like, I think that they like to say that they are aware of the memes. For example, they put Admiral Akbar in a movie and did not have him say it's a trap. I think having Admiral Akbar in there was them showing that they knew about that meme and they knew it was a meme. And him not saying it's a trap was them saying, we do not do that here.
This.
Yeah.
Admiral Akbar, I didn't like how they just like, oh yeah, Admiral Akbar's dead. Didn't even like give him his own
Yeah, he just like blows up and it's like
Admiral Akbar was like such a cool character, especially in like books. I don't want to get into that. Yeah, he was so cool. He was like such a cool like strategist and stuff. Like he had such cool like interaction.
Yeah,
he was in. He was just like he was just like so cool.
Yeah, my main problem with it is like, again, I'm sure that was their part of saying that it wasn't, that they don't support the memes.
Yeah, but they're just indirectly supporting it.
Yeah, especially since it was a trap. I think that's specifically why they made that a trap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Is because they were all like, we are going to make sure that everybody knows that we will not support your dumb memes.
Yeah.
So mad.
Do you see like that thing they put out, like Rian Johnson, the director, put out about like all like the negative feedback he's getting? He's like, yeah, I feel like the majority of the fans support me. He's like, I feel like it's just like the small minority, dude. What's Star Wars Rotten Tomatoes score at? Last time I checked, it was like 49%.
I don't think it deserves to go negative Rotten Tomatoes, though. You know?
Last Jedi. Yeah, I definitely like. It's the most divided people have been about a Star Wars movie. Which, rightfully so. Like, the movie, like, how I felt about the movie has so many high points, like, really high highs. Like, Rey and Kylo's scene in the throne room, beautiful scene. Like, the whole, like, the ending scene, how it was directed, beautiful.
I remember what it was.
You got it?
I remembered it. My dad said that Kylo Ren destroying his mask was the worst thing that movie's ever done. Why? Because Kylo Ren's mask was the best part about Kylo Ren. Meanwhile, I think it was the best decision that movie made because it shows so much character development.
Yeah, it does.
With just him destroying his mask.
Yeah, it shows like he's moving past his like Darth Vader phase.
Yeah, exactly.
His emo phase.
Like that's what I mean.
It's at 49%.
Yeah, I don't think it deserves to go less than 50, but whatever.
Yeah, I feel like my whole thing is like I don't think any of the Star Wars movies deserve to be lower than 70 personally.
Yeah.
Because like all the Star Wars movies are really good movies. But like people just have high expectations because it's Star Wars.
Yeah, definitely.
That's like if we would have seen like if I wouldn't have like if this wouldn't have been a Star Wars movie, just would have been a movie, like I would have thought in The Last Jedi was such a better movie because the parts that I had issues with wouldn't have stuck with me as much.
Yeah.
But since it's a Star Wars movie, they stick with me a lot more. Like I have a lot higher standards for a Star Wars movie than I do for like any other like just a normal movie.
You know, I like me some Star Wars. I like me some Lord of the Rings.
Lord of the Rings is good.
Right, and those are the two main nerd trilogies, but people normally leave out one.
What do you got?
You want to make a guess about it real quick?
I was gonna guess like probably like Harry Potter.
That's
like,
exactly what it is. I prefer Harry Potter over both of them. I just think the Harry Potter movies are set up better. Like, you don't have to see the first one to understand the second one.
Yeah, I think the Harry Potter movies tell a lot better of a coherent story that has. It's very obvious what the Harry Potter movies / books want to do, and they accomplish it very, very well. I think the reason I like Star Wars over Harry Potter is I'm really into like big universes and like universe exploring personally.
Yeah, I think
Harry Potter is like a single story. It's so fucking good.
Yeah. I'm trying to get all the movies on DVD for my collection.
Fuck. I'm knocking shit down. It's fine.
Oh, you actually got sets.
Blu-ray. Yeah, full Blu-ray set.
But like I just like it because it's like they tell a longer story, but if you want to watch yours favorite to least favorite, you can do that too, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
what's your least favorite one?
Because
I feel like that's always more interesting than what's your favorite one.
My least favorite one is the only one I own, sadly. Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire.
Goblet of Fire is your least favorite?
It's my least favorite because of this, okay? Because of this. So, at the end, Hermione's line, the last line in the film, right? Mm-hmm. I think it is, at least. But things are going to be different from now on, okay? This shows the shift from Harry Potter, the first three being this light, semi-comical thing, to it being this dark, dramatic storytelling thing, which I have no problem with. My only problem with it is it left Goblet of Fire, this what should have been a beautiful movie. It left it in this middle, not knowing whether it should be comical or it should be serious.
Yeah, Goblet of Fire is like the transition. I feel like the moment where Harry Potter gets dark is in the like when Harry gets like taken like from the maze to the graveyard.
Not even that, but the maze is dark. The maze is just creepy.
Oh, yeah. Like you definitely like the killing of Cedric Diggory was like the big like that was
insane.
The main one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought for me the one that's like my least favorite is Chamber of Secrets, just because I just think Chamber of Secrets is so uninteresting.
Such a good movie, dude. What are you talking about?
Okay, wait.
I think that's the longest one though. It was definitely a long one.
The Chamber for me, it's just like the Chamber of Secrets, like, and also the book for me just wasn't that like I didn't like the book like that much either. Like I didn't like the character. You weren't supposed to like the character of Gilderoy Lockhart, but like I didn't like the character like in general, just because like I didn't feel like he was a believable character. Don't get me wrong. It's just, like the book is just my least favorite, just because like the least amount happens in it. We don't get introduced. Like I always like what I liked about Harry Potter is like every book like expanded the world a little bit more, like world building. But I feel like that one did the least amount of world building. It did like
up until Goblet of Fire over here. Except Deathly Hallows. Deathly Hallows is an exception because they tour across like the U.S. on Deathly Hallows, or not U.S. but the world. Deathly Hallows is a weird one, but I think one of my favorites probably has to be Prisoner of Azkaban, just because Sirius Black is like my favorite character of all time.
I fucking went out and bought like a really old Lego figure on eBay of Sirius Black. I used to have like the Hogwarts castle and like a bunch of other sets.
I don't have it on me right now, but I have his wand.
That's cool. That's so cool.
It's so nice. It even has like the little engravings on the handle and everything.
Dude,
like
Sirius
it's like
is like
so
one of my
detailed.
favorite characters.
He is my favorite character.
He's tied for me with probably Mad Eye Moody. I think Mad Eye's just a badass.
I don't know. I used to like Snape.
Yeah.
Like hardcore, and then I saw Sirius Black, and I was like, he beats him out. Just because
I love how they did Snape's character.
Yeah,
Snape was
definitely.
so cool.
But I definitely think I prefer Harry Potter over Star Wars in that. But
I think Harry Potter does a better job of telling a coherent story.
Yeah.
But like Star Wars for me is just like I honestly couldn't tell you why I like it over Harry Potter. I guess it would probably honestly come down to probably a little bit of nostalgia. I'm not gonna. Harry Potter's pretty nostalgic for me too. Then I think about it, but for me, I think the characters in Star Wars, like Star Wars is such a bigger universe, and there's like something I can find that I like everywhere, and I think I find the story of like, especially like the original trilogy, more compelling than the story of Harry Potter, at least personally.
Yeah, the only thing that I like about Star Wars better than the other two are that Star Wars is the only one that hasn't given me nightmares. Now, you might be wondering, Raven, what are you talking about? I will explain to you two of my most scarring nightmares that I still remember to this day, and they both happened when I was about 5. Or, okay, these were more of... No, one was a nightmare, one was an absolute night terror, okay?
Alright, let's go. Let's hear these.
So, the Harry Potter one. You know how they have that tree?
Mm-hmm. The one from the third book?
Yeah, the one that eats his car.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had a dream where it was like a Hunger Games style pedestal, and this was before the Hunger Games movie came out. So I don't know how I thought of this. It was like a Hunger Games style like circle with like pedestals, you know? And a ton of people were on it. And this tree basically like was rotating in the center. And it was like Russian roulette. Like it would pick up someone and it would just lob them. Right? So I'm sitting here and this tree's spinning around and I see it coming towards me and it grabs me and it wraps around my waist. So I look down and I look back up just absolutely horrified and it just flings me, right? This is the only dream where I have died in my dream. Because I nail the ground and it blacks out for a second and I wake up. Now, the second one, right? First, you need to know something about me. We're to the world real quick. I cannot stand being tickled. If you tickle me, you're getting a foot to the throat.
I'm very much in agreement.
So basically, I had a dream when I was like 5. This was the absolute night terror. After this, I think I'm going to ask you 2 more questions, and then I think we're going to be done because it's 2.5 hours so far. So, anyways, this is an absolute night terror. My sister was playing with a Gollum doll, like Gollum from Lord of the Rings, you know? Mm-hmm. She's playing with the doll, and it, like, stands up on its own, but its limbs are just, like, noodles, right? So you pick it up, it just dangles here, and then it just flops down, right, when you let it go. Now, it's doing that, and then I see its eyes shift. I'm like, what the heck is going on? So she keeps on messing with it, and I'm like, I think we should stop. And she just keeps on messing with it, and I see it, like, slowly move its head over at me. And I'm like, no, for real, like, put it down. And then my dad notices that I'm, like, getting a little bit worried about it. So he walks over there and he picks it up and he starts taking it away. And then it comes to life, jumps out of his hands, runs over to me, and tickles me.
No.
So I'm sitting here just screaming in my sleep. And then I wake up. And, like, my dad's sitting there in my room, my mom's sitting there in my room because I'm just sitting here screaming in my sleep. Because Gollum came to life and started tickling me.
I think the number one like nightmare that I remember is like when I was younger, I had a really bad phobia of storms, like tornadoes and crap. Like I had a phobia where it was like in my garage and a tornado came through and I basically just like was killed by the tornado basically. It like sucked me into the tornado and like it ended up like throwing me, and for some reason I landed in where was I? I think it was my house in Iowa. Like in my bedroom, and I like just like died on impact.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that counted, but I was going to ask you, what is your most traumatic nightmare or night terror or whatever?
I've had a lot of one, like I had one where I was like trapped in a casino and like this guy just like kept like messing with me and just like jump scaring me.
I want
It's
this
like
in
really
like full detail.
It's like it's hard to explain. Just like a lot of like just like his face, just like talking and like just I don't know. It's really difficult to describe, but I don't know. I'll just go with the tornado one because I used to be fucking just scared as shit of tornadoes. Oh, I had one that freaked me out when I was little. I had my old dog. I had this one where like my dog's limbs would fall off, and yeah, and like I like had like attempt to reattach them. Like he'd put it by the dog, and it would just like slowly grow back. And like I just that fucked me up for a while. I also had a dream where I had 2 dogs in my house, and I was convinced for like a solid 3 months we had 2 dogs in the house.
Oh my god.
Don't. That was I don't know how that. I was like 3 at the time.
I don't think I told you this, but I had a dream the other night. I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Can't remember what this dream is, but basically all I remember is I need to get up right now. Right, so I start getting up. I grab all my clothes to take a shower. And I walk over to my stairs to go downstairs, and I hear my stepdad wake up, go into the bathroom, turn on the shower. Mm-hmm. And then I'm like, I look back at the clock, and I'm like, it's 4 in the morning. I'm not getting up right now. So I go back to bed, lay down. I start going back to bed, and I wake up 30 minutes later. Mm-hmm. Again, same dream. I'm like, I need to get up. So I sit up, and I'm like fully aware, and then I look, and I'm like, no, it's 4:30. I can't get up yet. Lay back down. Like 15 minutes later, so 4:45, I wake back up, and I'm like, okay, I need to get up. And it wasn't if I didn't get up, something bad was going to happen, but if I didn't get up, something good was not going to happen.
Oh.
And it like if I didn't get up, something bad would have happened, I would have been fine not getting up, right? But it was such a hard decision for me to roll over and go back to bed. When I knew, like, if I didn't get up, something good wasn't going to happen. Like, it was just such a dilemma for me. But it's like, it's 4:45 in the morning. I'm probably going to get yelled at if I wake up.
Yeah.
You know? So I was like, I don't want to deal with that. But I'm just sitting here, and I'm like, it was such a hard decision. Because, of course, every once in a while, my dreams will come true. Like, I think it happens more than average for me, where I'm just have deja vu, and I'm like, oh wait, I dreamt about this.
This place before on the street.
Interesting.
Oh, it's a opening.
It's
a weeb show.
Did you listen to that Kingdom Hearts song I sent?
I did not. I was watching LCS at the time.
It is such just an absolute like anime song. It's so good though. I love it so much. I love Kingdom Hearts. I need to get a PS2 memory card, and then Kingdom Hearts, because I have a PS2, just not a mem card.
It took me so long to get a memory card.
They're not all that much. I found one, because they were making them until like 2015 or something.
Mm-hmm. That's when I got mine. I just like was too lazy to get it.
Oh yeah, makes sense.
I also got like bootleg controllers.
No,
like,
I got the legit controllers. I just don't have a mem card for it.
I have one legit controller, but I just like it bugs me if I have like 2. Like so if I'm like playing by myself, I'll just use the legit one. But like if it's split screen, I just like use the 2 bootleg ones because it bugs me. Yeah.
Okay.
Because the main game I play on there is like Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Yeah, good game.
Oh yeah, love that game.
It's way better on PC though.
I haven't played it on PC. I should get it though.
So you know how on console it's third person?
Mm-hmm.
PC is first person.
You can change it to first person on console.
Yeah, but I mean like PC is just straight up first person.
Oh dang.
Yeah. Which I prefer that.
Yeah,
unless of course you're a Jedi, then it's not first person.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was interesting waking up at 4 in the morning like I need to get up. But yeah, I think I'm going to try to purchase Kingdom Hearts and a memory card, because they're not all that much, and I'm fine with waiting a while.
There's so many old PS2 games, like a ton of like good games I want to go back and play that I like, never got around to.
Dude, you should probably buy Kingdom Hearts, Kingdom Hearts 2, Kingdom Hearts Rechain of Memories, and then let me borrow all of them.
I want to get some of the Resident Evil games.
Well, let me borrow all of them.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Piers, I forgot it on my
for some reason.
BioShock's a good game.
I've heard BioShock's really fucking good. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
the controls
BioShock
are
and
weird.
Borderlands are 2 I want to get around to at some point.
Borderlands is such a good game.
Yeah.
But yeah, Bioshock's weird. Well, okay. We have been going on for like 10 more minutes than I expected.
That's okay.
So, after this is the final question now.
We'll sign off.
Yeah. After being on this podcast for a while, having a jolly good time for 2.5 hours.
Oh yeah, me and you could easily. Yeah. When you're like, yeah, you want to go? I'm like, oh yeah, I can. Me and Raven can easily hold a conversation for 2.5 hours.
I was gonna say this is either gonna be like 15 minutes or it's gonna be 2 hours.
Yeah, your one was. You said like from what I remember, you held a conversation with Guru pretty okay.
Yeah. With Guru, it's weird though, because it's like, I want to keep it centered on YouTube, but I want to get personal too.
Yeah, you don't know like how deep to put. Yeah.
Especially since that was my first one in so long.
Yeah.
But anyways, after being on this podcast, right, having a grand old time for 2.5 hours, would you either A, be on the podcast again, B, start your own podcast, or C, none of the above?
I'd be on the podcast again. I don't know. I have to like honestly get a YouTube channel running. I don't know if I want to though yet.
You can put
I just don't want to like make one to make one. Like I'm not gonna like do it until I have like a good idea. You know?
I guess. I don't know. Yeah. I thought I had good ideas, but it never really happens. I'd say here's the thing, okay?
Feels bad, dude.
No, okay, here's the thing. Because Guru has the same problem, alright? I don't know if he thinks it was bad, but he has the same problem. You're going to come up with an idea, and you're going to be like, okay, I'm going to make a YouTube channel off of this, right? It is going to be the worst idea you've had in your life. 100%. Basically, if you start it now, you'll be able to have good ideas once you're like a year in.
Yeah.
Just being completely honest. But anyways, yeah, if we had a good time, we'll have to do this again sometime. It was enjoyable.
Should get the whole fag squad in here sometime. If you ever feel comfortable doing that.
Well, I would, but again, I have the three person rule.
Yeah.
Over 3 people, and it becomes a problem.
Yeah, definitely. That's just like a games with friends, basically, at that point.
Yeah. Just because, like, because here's the thing, like, our conversations are already, like, if you want to say something, you have to yell, shut up, let me talk.
Shut the fuck up. Yeah.
I prefer to do something like this where it's a one-on-one. Even like the It's Guru Daddy Dorito one, I'm going to run that more of like a Keemstar drama alert kind of thing rather than a podcast, which I know I don't want to compare myself to Keemstar, but that's
it's a good format, Yeah,
definitely. Where you just kind of sit back and you kind of interview them both at the same time and let them kind of hash it out.
It's kind of like instigate the conversation.
Yeah. Basically, where you're just running a boxing match, basically. You're reffing a boxing match. That's kind of what I want to do with the It's Guru Daddy Dorito one. But yeah, I'm not doing that with like 6 people. I have that 3-person rule for a reason.
Yeah.
Because again, I've seen plenty of podcasts where they try to get multiple people on. The only one that I've seen have it work is the H3 podcast. But that's also because the main guest is basically H3 and Hila the entire time, you know?
Yeah.
It really feels like the other people are the hosts rather than H3 in that podcast.
Yeah, I can think of like 2 podcasts that basically do like 4 guests as well, and that's the like H3 podcast and any of the podcasts that Rooster Teeth put out.
Rooster Teeth? I remember back in 5th grade, you were all like, hey Raven.
6th grade.
No.
Red versus Blue. I remember math class.
That was 6th grade. Never mind. Yeah, you're all like, hey Raven, you know what you should watch? And I'm like, what? And you're like, Red versus Blue. I'm like, alright, fine. I go home, frigging pop up. No way. You have it. Oh my god, you got problems, dude.
9. Here's season 6 through 14.
Got
I have seasons 1 through 5 on the shelf over here, but I want to get them out.
You got problems.
I do have
How can you buy the DVDs of Red versus Blue? But yeah, I remember.
The reason I buy a lot of DVDs, I also bought like their other show, Ruby, but those are like way down there. I buy like physical media because I'm always worried about like something happening to like the internet or something. It's just like it'll be lost to time.
I buy physical stuff just because I like it. But yeah, no, you were all like, hey, you should watch this. Never got into it. I was not a big fan.
Like, yeah, the first seasons, like Red versus Blue, is like evolved so much as a series.
Yeah.
Like, originally just like dudes sitting around in a canyon just joking around, but now it actually has like plot and story and a bunch of, basic stuff that normal TV shows have.
Yeah, I remember like you started making jokes And you're all like, do you? And I'm like, of course, in 6th grade, I was a bit more insecure than I am now. So I'm sitting here, like, fake laughing. Ha, ha, ha. They're like, oh, you watch Red vs. Blue? I do not watch Red vs. Blue. And you like, give me this weird look.
Dude,
like,
I thought
then
that was,
you
like,
then you didn't
thing.
laugh.
I thought that was,
and
like,
I was like...
I thought that was so much bigger than it actually was.
Yeah, no. Red vs. Blue was not big.
Oh.
But yeah, no. I used to do that all the time in 6th grade, is I'd laugh at something,
Same.
and then they'd be like, oh, wait, you watch it too? I don't watch it. I'm sorry. I didn't find that funny at all. I just...
That's what I do with, who the hell is it? Noah, who was it? I'm not gonna name names, but I'll tell you after. There are quite a few people that I've done that with.
Yeah, no. And then you're all like, oh, you should watch it. I was like,
yeah.
All right,
I thought
fine.
it was, yeah, I think
Then
it's an
I'll watch
interesting
it.
series. Like, some of the fight choreography is really good, though. It
Well,
always has good.
we just went on for another 5 minutes extra.
Sounds about right.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
That is it. That was pretty lit.
Yeah, heck yeah. I had a good time, dude. Thank you.
That was fun. Thank you. Thank you for this experience of being on the Young Laszlo podcast.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a good time. We'll definitely have to do this again sometime. After, of course, we get Krusty Gold, Pickler McOne, and St. Pueblo on here.
Oh, yeah. And when McNutty finally releases the big one.
Yeah, well, no, I'm going to do one with Daddy Dorito before that, right?
Yeah.
And then I'm going to do it again with It's Guru and Daddy Dorito.
Mm-hmm.
After the big one, probably, just to let them hash it out again. But
yeah,
I don't know.
Daddy Dorito needs to get that big one done.
I need to start taking YouTube more seriously. I mean, not seriously, because my whole channel's a joke. But, I mean, like...
Sounds like my Instagram accounts.
I mean, like, start posting more seriously. But yeah, that is it for this time of the podcast. Right, we're going to do it again in 2 weeks. Well, not us, but me and
I think you're with Krusty
else.
next time, right?
Yeah, I think I'm here with Krusty.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think probably Pickler McOne, because in another 2 weeks he'll probably have a video up.
Yeah.
And then
hopefully.
St. Pueblo. And then Daddy Dorito. And then I might have you on again after that. Get Guru on here a second time, of course. You know, because he's making progress.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways.
Yeah, he actually is. He's definitely been getting big subscriber jumps as of late.
Definitely. I'm proud of my little guy. They grow up so fast.
Oh, yeah.
From being meme around school to having an actual fan base.
Yeah, you should try to get Bismo on.
Dude, I might actually. I'm not really cool with Zach all that well, but
I'm cool with him. I could, if you really want to get him on, I could probably get him on.
Dude,
if you want to do like me, him, and if you want to do like, if you're not comfortable just being you and him, I could hop in.
I'm always comfortable. I wasn't comfortable with doing it with Guru because you know how many Daddy Dorito questions I got, and how many I actually had planned.
The first half hour that was just him venting about dislikes.
Yeah, that's because I brought that up right off the bat.
That was funny. I loved that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely
My big I felt so bad after it because I could tell that he was just straight up uncomfortable for the first 30 minutes.
That's why I really liked this. Like, me and you felt like this is like a really genuine conversation, which I really
not even that. I don't think it wasn't a genuine conversation. I just think dropping that as the first question is gonna make anyone feel uncomfortable.
Yeah, if you're talking about something that's actually really personal like that.
Yeah.
And that's not exactly a good icebreaker, so to say.
But I mean, okay, my big thing is I felt like a much better person because right after it I said I'm not a part of that. I support you throughout everything. You know?
Yeah, and
so I felt way better after that.
You get all the difficult stuff out of the way, then you can talk about more stuff. Yeah.
But yeah, no. Right. Anyways, another 3 minutes.
I was trying to end this. Yeah.
So that is it for this time. Peace out.